And we're live. That took a hot minute.
It took forever for Misty and Michael to like pop on Tuesday. It was like they were sitting there like,
right.
is it gonna work? And yeah.
Well, I know that StreamYard has not been some people's friend this week and YouTube, but before we get into it, we are getting severe weather here in central Pennsylvania. So in the event that anything occurs, if anything happens and we can't come back, just stay in the chat. We'll tell you what's going on. If Amy's got to do a stream or something, I don't know, but that would be a worst case scenario. But we are getting some wicked weather.
Have we ever had to do that?
No, and let's not hope tonight's the night we ever have to do
it. No, I just
let's hope we don't ever have to do that.
That's the fail safe, but let's hope not. Knock on artificial wood that we don't have to do that.
Between the extreme heat in the country and just everything, and then this wicked weather, like, this is too extreme. It's got to calm down a little bit. Do you know what I mean?
I found some pretty great girly candles, like at the tail end of last week. Mm-hmm. But I have to save them until it's cold out because they're just going to melt and be sad. So I can't do anything with them.
I know. I was afraid you were going to tell me you purchased them, forgot you left them in the car.
Oh, no.
And came out to, mutilated girly candles. It's never pretty.
Last year on the longest yard sale on 127, and it was hot last year. It's usually always hot, like upper 80s, 90s. And there was like a flat box, like canned goods come in. Right. And it was sitting on like a pavement, like a parking lot. And it was all those bigger like snowmen girly candles. And they were all just warped. There were some angels in there. They just, because they were out in the beating sun. And I was just like, that's
you can't do that with lucite either. I've had lucite where I've left it in the car and I've come out. And then, for example, if it's been a napkin holder.
Records like warp super easy.
Yeah. And the lucite, like a napkin holder, it has warped to where it's touching and you can't put napkins in. It's just a mess. So preserve the vintage, folks. Don't leave it in the automobile or anywhere where it can be extremely hot or extremely cold.
People have been taking cookie trays and cookie dough and like baking cookies on their dashboard of their car. So if you can cook cookies in your car, probably don't want to leave your vintage in there either.
No. Well, guys, welcome in. It's Wednesday. That means it's Fantastic Finds. That means you are here with some vintage loving folks. You're here with Amie of Enamor. Amie, if you're not subscribed to her, please do so. We put the link to her channel down below and the link to her Instagram. So please make sure you're following Amie. And I'm Jason of Mother Tuckers. Please make sure you're following me, of course, here on YouTube, following me over on Instagram. We have some things we will be covering about different broadcasts, different sales that are coming up. We have some folks in the community that are suffering a little bit, so some things are different there. So we'll touch on all of that around our sale. But tonight, our official mod and bid ender is the one, the only Kim, also known as Desert Gal. Hello, Kim. Thank you so much. Mm-hmm. She is filling in for the very lovely Karen G, who is suffering with some kidney stones. Okay, so she's managed it. She'll be back doing bid ends again here soon. And in the event it gets worse again, we'll just have some of our other mods step in. But tonight, Kim's going to be the official mod and bid ender. If Ruthie gets a chance, she will be popping in. But we also have Tina in the chat, so on and so on. So everybody, please send some well wishes to Karen G. She is suffering. These are pretty extreme kidney stones. They're going to have to operate. So please send the Gillettes your love, prayers, whatever you guys can in a positive manner. Karen, we are thinking about you. And gosh, we don't want any of our friends to suffer or be in any kind of discomfort or pain. So then again, as we go live tonight, we have Kim as our bid ender. What we are going to do is we're going to say hello to everybody. Then Amy's going to explain to us how the sale is going to work. Then please, guys, if you could just hang with us, we're going to quickly tell you some scheduling changes that are going to occur to some upcoming sales. Then we'll have our sale. Then we have our fantastic finds. And tonight is the one, the only Noelle is our spotlight vintage lover who we're going to
always brings the creative display. So I can't wait to see that.
It's really, really good. And speaking of our fantastic finds, we do have a few in the queue, but we are still a little low. So let me find our graphic, which is right here. If you guys have anything that you deem a fantastic find, please, please, please email to us at this email, sharemyfindslive@gmail.com. That again is sharemyfindslive@gmail.com. Please send us pictures of anything that you deem a fantastic find, but we need a little bit of information. We need to know who you are. We need to know your YouTube screen name. We need your real name if they're different. And we need a jumping off point. We need a brief description of what you're sending us so we kind of can start the dialect, start the conversation. So I think that's about it for right now. We'll say hello to our friends who are here in the chat. Again, welcome everybody. Please, if you do, come back and watch us in a replay. Please make sure you give the video a thumbs up. Maybe leave a comment. All that interaction helps grow our small businesses, especially here since I'm hosting. We'd greatly appreciate it. So let's get our hellos in because we're so happy to see our friends filing on in. The first one here tonight is our friend Tracy, Artsy Fartsy. Gang, make sure you're following her over on Instagram. I think she goes by Petunia Parlor over there as well, okay? Please make sure you're following her. Tracy, if you want to put your name in, I think she's doing some exciting things in the near future over on Instagram. So you're going to want to follow her, and then you'll be updated on anything and everything she does. So Tracy, welcome in, and thanks for being our first person to comment. Followed by the one, the only William. Really, William, I hope you got your shower. I hope you got your comfy clothes on. I hope you're sitting back to hang out with us tonight. That's what I like to do. I like to get good and comfortable right before I watch a live sale. That's the best. That's right, Amy. Don't you think that's the best? You got to be comfortable, right?
Well, yeah. You don't want to be in like a three-piece suit. That's
right. There she is, our official mod and bid ender, the one, the only Desert Gal. Thank you so much, Kim, for stepping in. Kim, if you can put your links in there, guys, please head on over after tonight's sale. She's a very good reseller over on Vamp. She also sells on eBay. She'll drop her links in. Please make sure you're following her over there and go support the small businesses that all participate over in Vamp. Myself and Amy are Vamp resellers, so please show them some support once you're done hanging out with us here tonight. There's Amy's mom, the one, the only Mama Pam. So good to see you. It won't be long until I get to see you in person. Counting down those days.
No, September's not that far away, is it?
No, it's not. I guess we're about almost maybe just shy of 2 months. Just shy of 2 months, if that. So the one, the only Debbie Gutierrez is checking in. Good to see you, Debbie. I hope you're doing well, friend, down there in Texas. There's our friend Beth C. Vintage Gang. Make sure you're following Beth. She's another great Vamp seller. All you got to do, it's the same name over there. Make sure you're giving her a follow and support her because she's a small business. So there's our friend Karen Kennedy. Meow, meow. Good to see you. Hopefully you are doing well, Karen. So good to see you. Let's see who else is down here in the chat with us. There's my mother checking in. Mom, good to see you. I love you. I hope you're well. Hopefully those storms aren't wreaking havoc on our old town. There's our friend Weirna. So good to see you. It has been a little bit. So good to see you. Now we are definitely spanning that globe. There is our friend Shannon. How are you, Shannon? So good to see you. Hello, everybody. There's our friend Chris checking in from Colorado, also known as my broom closet. You take care of yourself, Chris. I know you're doing well. You're strong, and I know you're doing well. There's our friend Terry. So good to see you, friend. I hope you are well. We hope everybody has made it to the middle of the week. It's going to be downhill from here on out. You made it to the hump. That's what they say. Hello, Linda. Welcome in, everybody. Hopefully you are doing well. There's our friend, the one, the only Karen G. Karen, I hope you're feeling better. My heart breaks knowing that you are remotely suffering. But I know Gavin's got you. So just please take care of yourself. We're all sending positive thoughts and prayers. So there she is, a Jersey girl, the one, the only Steel Whisper. Welcome in. Steel, I'm warning you, we got wicked weather coming through us. It's coming down your way at some point. So eye to the sky.
We had it Monday night?
Yeah.
Monday night.
I think this is finally the front that's going to tweak us from this 100-degree heat. So apparently after this gets through, we should have more just high 80s for a couple days. Fingers crossed. I can't with this. Hello, Tina of Mother Tuckers. It's good to see you. It's been like just a couple moments. Hello, Circle 7 Farm. So good to see you, Laura. I hope you are well. It's always so good to see you guys here with us. There's our other friend, Linda. So good to see you. Hopefully you are doing well. There she is. Helen, everybody, the New England Thrifter. Please give her a follow. She has a really fun YouTube channel, and she's got some really fun sales coming up, especially this Sunday. So make sure you are following her. You're not going to want to miss this one. When you head over to her channel, you'll figure it out. Hello, Sandy. So good to see you. Hello, everybody. We hope you guys are having a great week. We're so happy to see all of our friends in here. There's the one, the only Dusty Moose is in here.
Moose.
Are you, Dusty? Good to see you. There's our friend Bug, Mediocre Arts and Crafts. So good to see you. Hopefully you are well. We hope everybody's doing well. We wish everybody just a great, awesome week. I'm seeing a lot of repeats. There's our friend Jennifer, also known as Junebug Vintage Gang. If y'all love some vintage and you love Valentine's Day planters, when you're done with us tonight, head on over to her page. She's got a pretty epic one she's offering for sale. So it's a really good planter, let me tell you. How are you, Elaine? So good to see you. We're getting down here to the bottom. I see my man, because I'm a snapping full. It's the one, the only Gavin of Grady Gruppo Vintage Recordings. Speaking of channels to follow, you got to follow him. He has a fun channel. It's filled with music, played on vinyl, on a turntable. He spotlights, other channels here. He's just doing a knockout job with this channel. So please make sure you head over and follow him. It is geared toward the vintage because it is vintage music. Same name over on Instagram, and he can do a lot more over on Instagram sometimes that he can do here. So you're going to want to follow him over there as well, okay? Good to see you, Gavin. I hope you're well, too. Wanda, hello. So good to see you. There is our friend Glowy Girl. How are you? How are you, Glowy? Welcome in, everybody. There's Crescent Moon checking in again. Good to see you. We got John, a Jersey boy, a Jersey fella, a Jersey gent checking in. So good to see you, John. I hope you're well as well. Who else is in here checking in from Pennsylvania? Dawn, them storms are coming over you, too. So it's good to see you, Dawn. Hopefully you are doing well. There's the other Tina, spelt the good way, as my Tina would say. How are you? Happy Wednesday, everybody. It's so good to see everybody. There she is, Karen Lord. How are you? Supposed to be paying attention to a... No.
Karen, we won't tell. We won't tell
anybody.
Don't worry about it.
Your secret is safe with us. Definitely safe with us. So yeah, I see a few repeats. We're getting down here. Please bear with me. My StreamYard's acting a little weird because of the weather. And we are back down to William. All right, everybody. So Amy's going to explain to you guys how the sale is going to work. Then we're going to go over just a few little changes to some schedules. And then we're going to jump right into it, guys, because we got some fun vintage for you here tonight. So Amy, go ahead and take it away.
Welcome, you guys. Thank you for being here for Fantastic Finds. We are going to have 16 rounds of goodies to bring you tonight. So first and foremost, make sure that you're in live chat on messages and not top chat. And we do highly recommend that you refresh many times during the sale tonight. The easiest way to do that, you could exit out and come back. That's a little bit more time consuming. The easier way is to touch the screen up here in the corner. You'll find a gear wheel icon. If you touch that, hit the playback speed, hit 2 times. You can also find it on the computer. Down here at the bottom of the screen, same kind of deal for the playback speed under the gear wheel icon, okay? So especially if you do plan on bidding on anything, I highly recommend doing that before you put any bids in. That'll make sure that you're not lagging behind before you start to bid on anything, okay? So we will be doing the auction up style. So we will give you the starting price. Jason will pin it up here on the screen. If you're interested in bidding on anything tonight, you can type your bids down into the chat. We will describe the item to you. We'll give you any kind of measurements, any kind of past history, knowledge about a maker, anything like that. And we'll note any kind of issues live to you while we're here on screen. So keep that in mind. The vintage and antique items have had a life. If they do have any kind of chips, repairs, anything like that, we do try our best to show everything to you so you can make an informed decision if you do plan to bid on it. And we will do a 20-second countdown because of the lovely lag that we have here on YouTube. And the highest bid that we see in the chat on our end before the official bid end of the lovely Kim, Desert Gal Curios, tonight will be the winner. We also do something here on Mother Tucker's called Just in Case. And here's how that works. We do ask, in order to use the just in case, that you are an active bidder. So what that means is you've put in at least one straight bid on the current item that we're showing. Then you're welcome to utilize the just in case during the countdown only. Okay, so If you put in a just in case during the countdown, we'll bid you up $1 over the next highest amount. But keep in mind, if there are multiple just in cases put into the chat, those will turn into regular bids. And a very, very important piece of information. So for new buyers tonight, we ask that you send your information to us during the sale tonight so we can verify that you're an actual buyer tonight. So if you are new, you're welcome to pre-register. You can send emails to both of us at the same time if you want to do that. But we need an email sent to us with your YouTube screen name, your real name, your full shipping address, and an email that we can send your PayPal invoice to. If you don't have PayPal, that is okay. Send us an email with all that same information. Let us know that you want to check out as a guest. When we send our invoices out, we can send you a direct link to your invoice. Then you can check out with any Venmo, credit, debit, or PayPal or Apple Pay. Okay, super easy. And if anybody in the chat has purchased from us before, but maybe it's been a while, you can always send us your information again. It's much easier for us to find it at the top of our inbox when we do go to send our invoices out. And payment for invoicing is due within 24 to 48 hours. And as far as packing and shipping goes, shipping is not included in any winning bid price. It is additional, but we both use Pirate Ship to get you guys the discounted rates on shipping. So you guys pay the same thing that we do. We get the discounted rates for the packages versus the retail pricing, which seems to go up and up and up at the post office. So we pass those savings on to you guys. And I ship from Michigan. I do have another sale this week, tomorrow on my channel at 8 p.m. Eastern. The lovely Barb of Winking Owl Antiques will be joining me for a Christmas in July sale at 8 p.m. Eastern. So I will be happy to combine ship if anybody purchases tonight and comes over tomorrow night and purchases something else. Happy to combine ship with you guys. I will be doing all of my packing and invoicing this week on Friday. And I always will send out an email to you letting you know that your invoice is out there. It's been sent so that you're not wondering where it's at. Okay. And I think that covers it for me. I'll have Jason talk about his packing and shipping.
All right. I ship out of Pennsylvania. I do all of my packaging and shipping and invoicing on Saturdays, which means if you were here for my Monday night sale and you guys purchased anything, then you have an open box and you purchase tonight. As long as I can combine it safely for you, I will. I think Amy said this, but I'll just say it again. Her and I only ship to US and Canada. I do offer free pickup at the brick and mortar. So if that's something you're interested in, I do own a shop here in central Pennsylvania. So if you purchase and you say, hey, I want to pick it up at the shop, we will discuss that via email. Then we'll just invoice you for the item. Once it's paid for, then we will then discuss via email when you want to pick it up. I think that's everything. Amy, did you cover the countdown of interest tonight? Or
I forgot about that.
No,
so we will not be doing, if you guys have not been here the past few weeks, we have not been doing recaps at the end. So instead, as we show an item, if we don't see any bids come in, we're still doing a 20-second countdown for those items. That'll be like your last chance at the item because it won't be coming back. And that if any bids come in at that point, then we will, you can do just in cases if you want. If you're actively bidding, we can bid it out. But that is the countdown of interest. So 20-second countdown instead of a recap at the end. We feel like it's time saving a little bit instead of going over everything again at the end. So I've had a few people reach out to me and say that they like that. So
same here. Here. And sometimes I feel very repetitive, seeing that I've explained it, then explaining it again. The last thing we want to do is we want to sell you guys good vintage. We want to make sure that we take your time into consideration because we know how valuable time is. So it saves a lot of time in the end. And sometimes I feel repetitive explaining the same thing over and over again. So, there are going to be some programming changes. I'm going to briefly talk about it right now, and then I'll go in a little more into depth briefly before we get into Fantastic Finds. So, of course, tomorrow night, don't forget to head over to Amy's channel, her and Barb at 8 p.m. Eastern. They have a very fun Christmas sale coming up. I have been stockpiling some Christmas and had planned on selling 2 Christmas sales in the upcoming week. I'm doing Mondays by myself for right now. And then, of course, we have fantastic finds. So I have some personal things that have come up in my life, which means on Monday, I cannot have a sale, but I need to have one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move to Sunday night this week at 8 p.m. So this Sunday, which is July 21st, I will be having a solo sale with some Christmas that you see behind me. So that'll be at 8 p.m. I'll explain once the sale's over, like I said, a little bit of what's going on in my life. Then come back for fantastic finds, because it's always good Christmas. Well, it's always good Christmas, but it's even more fun when 2 lovers of Christmas sell together, which me and Amie will be doing. So next Wednesday's Fantastic Finds will be converted to Kitschmas. So that'll be 8 p.m. Eastern. And then we weren't going to have a sale at the end of the month because Amie's going sourcing. You're going on I call it the longest yard
127, yes. The
Right.
longest yard sale that stretches from Michigan all the way to Alabama.
Right.
Wednesday through Friday is when I will be doing that.
Wow.
So
I hope the heat kicks down a little bit, because some of those states can get real
always
soupy.
hot. It's always hot. So I'm just kind of used to it at this point.
So what we've decided to do is, instead of a Monday sale that week, and we were going to cancel the Wednesday sale, we're just going to kick it back to another Sunday. So the next 2 Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern here on Mother Tucker's, you'll have me with Christmas this Sunday, and then we will have fantastic finds the following Sunday. Then stay tuned. We'll let you know.
Sunday the 28th is when we will have fantastic finds. So no sale on the 31st, on Wednesday the 31st. It's going to be moved to Sunday the 28th.
Exactly. And then we'll keep you guys up to date on what's going on. So we will talk a little more in depth about that. I try not to bring my personal life into business, but I will tell you guys what's going on because it's very important to me. So let's have some fun. Let's show some vintage. We're going to start with Amie and then me, something new, something different. And then we will get into your fantastic finds. So take it away, Miss Amie.
Okay. I was trying to decide what I wanted to start with. So we'll start with these guys. $14, Jason.
All right.
All right. And this is for the pair. It's not for choice. Okay. And though these buns are not related in any way, they are white bunnies and they're both cute. So they're coming as a pair. They're misfits. They're misfit buns. They're made by 2 totally different manufacturers. But they're friends. Okay. So they need to stay together. All right. So the first one here, this one is made by Lefton, and it's a Lefton Korea, which I usually don't run across very often. The tag on the bottom, it's probably not going to focus. It looks a little bit different than Lefton Japan, but it says made exclusives in Korea. Okay. So it's a 70s bun. Okay. And it's in that satin finish. All right. So it's not high glaze. Everything is fired on there. No cold paint or anything like that. But it's more of that satin finish. Just the eyes have that high glaze on there. No chipping or anything to this bunny. All right. So Lefton Korea. And then the other one is a Norcrest little bunny. I do have several figurines tonight with the applied fur. Okay, in different animals, but this one has a little applied fur to the tail there, and he is a little Norcrest bunny. They did a whole series of these in whites in different poses and little brown bunnies as well. Again, no chipping on him, just a little bit of crazing, and no cold paint on this one either. Just cute. I love how the paws are crossed there in the front. So the this one is a little bit taller than the Lefton one, as you can see. The Lefton one is 1 3/4 by 2.5, and the Norcrest one is 2 by 3 3/4 tall. So a little bit different style buns, but I felt like they needed to stay together. And bunnies aren't just for Easter, gosh darn it. They're for summertime. Anytime. They can be snow bunnies, of course, in the wintertime as well. I'm not seeing any interest in these guys. We're still going to do the countdown of interest. All right. So if anybody is interested, you can pop a 14 in there and snag these guys because they won't be hopping back for a recap. All right. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bunny bid end.
And he's my favorite because he's the one with the ears that are touching. The one has the ears apart, and his is the ears that are touching.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, I love him.
William, these are going to be Christmas bunnies. See, we've converted William just away from Christmas into Easter Christmas. They're Christmas bunnies. All right, congratulations, William. Thank you so much.
Because William doesn't collect Easter.
No, he doesn't.
His secret is safe with us. His secret is safe with us. Neither do I. Right. All right, guys. $12 choice. Yes, these are a little more contemporary. Okay, they're not the oldest of the oldest, but these doggone little Annalise are stinking cute. Okay, these I think are just a couple years old. I'm not too sure, but they're just $12 choice. So you cannot have a bad day if you have this. Gosh. Look at this one, Amy. This one reminded me not like of you, but it just reminded me like you would craft something this bright.
And this hula hooping? Is that what's going on? Okay.
Yes, this one is hula hooping. So, and it's so cute with the bright colors of summer. Thank you, Karen. I see you in at 12. I think these are just a couple years old because some of the newer ones, they don't have tags for dates. Okay. So this is your first one. Very clean and very good condition. This one is like a little smaller. This one comes in at just at about 6 inches tall. Okay. But she is in really good condition. And I think you can bend the hula hoop down a little bit if you want to. Okay. But when I got her, she was just starting to put it on. So I left it like that. But you can definitely bend this down. So she's truly hula hooping. Okay. And she has that great like lime green and those blues, very summer. So if you like decorating with summer, she's a cute one. Now, I'm sure that there's nobody here that likes to drink wine or likes to maybe go painting and drink wine. You know, that was the big fad there for a while, Amy. You know, I don't know if it still is, that you go to these wine parties and then they teach you.
I've never been to one of those.
They teach you how to paint. Well, this little Annalie here has decided to do that or is just indulging. Look at the little wine bottle in her hand.
A little messy there.
Plus, she has her paintbrushes with a little bit of paint. She got some on her smock. I just want an excuse to say smock. And she painted herself a little grape portrait. So this one is a little bit taller. I'll show them to you next to each other. So this could be the big sister who's inside, you know, painting and drinking wine while the little sister is outside hula hooping. I don't know. But this one's 8 inches tall. And if you guys are supervising young ones, don't be in the house drinking wine and painting. Be out with the young one while they're hula hooping, okay? So we're at 12 with Karen, looking for 13 or more. And this one I do believe is contemporary as well. But you know what? These fit in with the older ones, and I think that they just have a timeless look. So it probably is, William. It probably is grape juice. I like the way you're thinking. So she has a little purple bow in her hair. She's got a big old tooth right there. She's happy. And again, these are super clean. And yes, full transparency, I do believe these are on the newer side, but these are doggone cute nonetheless. And you can't go into the store and get them at $12. So they're doggone worth it to still bring to a live sale. So we got you, Karen, at 12. We're looking for 13 or more. It will be on choice. Let's go ahead and count these down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. These are both very clean, very good condition, no tears, no smells. It was a small estate that I bought them from. So I don't know if somebody had just bought them and then didn't want them or what the situation was. So there is the bid end. Thank you so much, Kim. So we had Daisy Girl with a 13, but we had Karen with a just in case. So Karen at 14, let me know if you want the hula hoop or wine, hula hoop or wine. You can take both if you want. I think they look like sisters. This one's teaching this one some bad things, but just let me know which one or ones that you want, Karen. And then Daisy Girl, you'll have backup. All right, Karen, you're keeping the sisters together. Make sure she doesn't teach the other one bad things, Karen. All right, guys, thank you so much.
We should be painting a picture of her hula hooping.
Exactly.
instead of
Exactly.
3. That would make more
Exactly.
sense. Okay. I have a choice at 12.
You got it.
Okay. So since I'm trying to think, March. Yeah, since March. I had some of these amazing pot holders that were made in the 60s. They were kind of a pen pal situation all over the country where they had like a theme that they would do and then exchange the pot holders based on the theme with each other. I'm running pretty low on them, actually. What I have left after these ones are Halloween, Christmas, and Valentine's Day. And then they're all gone. But the choice tonight, I had to bring these both. These are some of my favorite ones that I picked out. There were literally hundreds of these to go through. Cindy at Mimi's Treasure Cottage got quite a few. She actually came to our antique show in March where these came from as well. And I think Cindy's went through all of hers as well. But these are the two choices tonight. And they're so creative. And these were both made by Lenny Clark. March 1966. Both of them have that on the back. So these are all crocheted pot holders. So this is for choice. So you're either going to get the pair of the measuring spoons. How creative that! And a lot of these ladies made up their own patterns. Just kind of went with it, kind of created with their yarn as they went. So there's 2 with the little measuring spoon. So this is kind of like a little rack on the wall hanging. And then there's even one of those little crocheted pot holders that you hang on the wall, like the little trivets. I think that's so cute. So they're trimmed in light blue. They're really nice and clean. And then the other set, which are just stinking adorable. I love how these were made. So these are the measuring cups. And each one of them is kind of crocheted around a button, okay, to kind of make the bottom of the cup kind of stay. And they're like 3-dimensional off the pot holders. How sticking cute.
I love this. These are some of my favorite.
They don't come off or anything like that. They are definitely stitched and attached on there, but so creative. Like I would never think to do this. So they must have had like a whole like kitchen, kitchen equipment theme or something like that. So those are your 2 choices. So you get a pair of the measuring spoons or a pair of the measuring cups. And they do both have the provenance little pinned, just straight pinned there on the back side. And they do all have the little hoop at the top for hanging as well. Okay, so I see Pam's in at 12. Thank you so much. So we are looking for 13 or more on choice of the pairs. All right, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. But the Halloween ones are pretty epic, so you have to.
I actually got a sneak peek of
Halloween
those.
ones are pretty
They're
epic.
good.
Yeah.
They're good. So fun. And these are one of a kind. There's no one else going to have these.
Like, nobody else is going to have these. All right, there is the bid end from Kim. Thank you so much. So Pam, let me know if you want cups or spoons. You can take both sets as well if you want. And we'll just wait for the chat. Jason, I can just watch the chat.
Okay.
Oh, she'll take the cups. You got it. You got it, Pam. Thank you so much.
All right, gang. All right. My next round is going to start at just $10. And I actually previewed this in last week's sale and then sat it to the side, forgot to bring it, even though my count wasn't right last week. So I'm a hot mess anymore. So $10, and it is on this cute little wall pocket, okay? It's this cute little bonnet. I do believe this is California pottery. I believe it could be like a Clemens pottery or something. It's unmarked, but this is definitely a California. Hello, Sally. Good to see you. No bugs yet. No bugs yet. So this is definitely California pottery. It's in very good condition. If you guys collect wall pockets and you need like a smaller one, this is going to be for you. The whole dimension on this is 4 inches, okay? And it has all these great colors. It has the back tone is actually pink. It all might be reading very purple to you, but the hat itself is pink. And then each one of those little flowers, including the bow, is a gorgeous purple violet kind of color. Okay. So it does have a little hole so you can hang it. It does have a little opening so you can use it as a wall pocket. I thought these would be really darling. If you had a sewing room and you use this could hold probably a small set of scissors in there. Like you wouldn't want to put a huge heavy set, but this would make a great wall pocket, probably like fun little scissor holder. Maybe you want to put this next to a string holder on the wall, but it's definitely really cute. And I've never seen one like this before when it comes to California pottery. So, but it is pink. So it is pink here in the background. Hello, Linda. Good to see you. Hello, everybody. And there are no chips or cracks. There is a little pop in the finish, but I believe that is in manufacturing. So it's reading very true to color. It is a little washed out for you guys. Let me get my black so we can hold it in front of a different color so you guys can see. There we go. Now it's bringing out more of the pink. So again, it is a piece of what I believe is California pottery, probably 1950s. It is this fun little bonnet. It's so dark out that my lighting seems a little weird. But again, it measures about 4 inches in diameter. So any way you measure, it's coming in at 4 inches. So if you guys, I know some folks have sent us pictures of gallery walls of wall pockets, and I thought, hey, maybe nobody has one of these smaller ones. So it's very clean, but I don't see any interest. That's okay, but we'll do a countdown. Remember, gang, we're not doing a recap. So we're doing these countdowns of interest. So if you would be interested, that would be your time to bid. So I'm offering this just at $10. Let's go ahead and do the countdown. If anyone's interested, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Again, I believe it's California pottery. It's a small, cute little bonnet, wall pocket. There you go. Move my hands out of the way so you can see. No chips, no cracks, but no interest, no takers. That's okay. Thank you so much, Desert Gal. We'll get you back over here, Miss Amy.
16, Jason.
Okay.
Okay. I haven't found one of these guys in quite a while, and I love these guys so much.
Oh my God.
These are, there is a whole series of these little skunks, and these are made by UCAGCO. There would have been like a foil sticker under here. There's a little bit of it left, but it's pretty much missing. But there's a whole series of these little skunks, different expressions, different poses, and they all have a little different saying down here at the bottom. They typically always have like a little flower painted somewhere on there as well. But my gosh, can we just talk about this tail fur for a second? Yes. Like he's got all the fluff and stuff going on. This is like, I'm not sure what kind of fur this is, but a lot of the mid-century ceramics made lines like this with applied fur to them. Sometimes when I run across them, they don't have any fur anymore. But this one's got like, oh my gosh, all the fluffiness, and it's
good. I love it.
Super soft. Good. He's got a little tuft going on the top of his head. I know it's hard to see, but you can kind of see his little bangs poking out there at the front. But he's happy. I'm happy. Yes, he sure is. He's happy. He's got like a big old fluffy tail. And then the white ceramic kind of cover, comes up the back for the tail part, and that's where the fur is kind of applied there. No chips on him. Well, there's a little sliver like kind of on the bottom of the base right there. It was a little hard to tell. Sometimes the manufacturing can be a little rough on the bottom of these. Maybe I'll call that a flea bite, but there's just crazing that's present. Usually that's pretty typical for these guys. You can see it mostly on the white parts of the ceramic. No cold paint on this guy, so you don't have to worry about that. No other like issues besides like the crazing, although I usually don't consider crazing to be much of an issue. It's pretty standard with the mid-century cuteness. Measurement for him, he is 5 inches tall. I only measured to the top of the tail, although the tail extends quite a bit further north than that. And he is about 2.5 inches wide. Again, I didn't measure the fur. I just measured like the like the little arm or the base width. Okay. So I see a Love It All is in at 17. Thank you so much. Abby, I did see your 16 as well. So we are looking for 18 or more on Mr. Skunk. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Little stinker bid end. That is exactly right, Sally. Exactly right.
You cannot have a bad day when you're surrounded by kitsch like this. There's just no way. There's no way.
All right. So there is the skunky bid end from Kim. Thank you so much. So Love It All did have a 17, but Abby came in there with a just in case of 30. So Abby for 18, congratulations. Thank you so much.
All right, guys. This was not in my preview, but seeing what I have, I thought I would add it tonight. Hello, Andrew. Good to see you, friend. Guys, if you're not following him, he is Vintage Samples. It's a doggone good channel, let me tell you. So please give our friend Andrew a follow. $14, and I have some more bees coming up. But, Amy, I don't even think I showed this to you. Have you ever seen
I've never seen that.
This? And it still has its original Japan tag right here. So this is a little flower pick. It is a flocked bee with the nylon wings in very good condition. He has little antennas. They have little antennas. Then there is a ribbon, and it has a little rhinestone. And the eyes are painted on top of the flocking. So it has the big chunky glitter on it. So this is definitely 50s or 1960s. You can see there's a little tag right here. And when you do open it, it does say that it is made in Japan. Okay. So the little bee, this would be great to put into your anthropomorphic collections, your bee collection, your summer collection. The bee has these fun little thin pipe cleaners as little arms. The bee measures 8 inches tall. So the bee comes in, the bee comes in at 4 inches. When you add the stem, which is the stick that you can then, add it into a flower arrangement if you want to, comes in at 8 inches tall. So
it's fantastic.
I mean, look at those eyelashes. Yes. And the bee is winking. That's what's going on there. You have the bee.
If I had to come back as a bug, I would want to be him.
I agree. And we found him in New Jersey on our way home from our vacation in June. And I forgot that I had him. He got sat to the side. And then with the bee items I was bringing tonight, I thought, yeah, this guy is perfect. And he's even got the airbrushing lines on him all the way back here. Again, there's no damage. In essence, he's almost like new old stock. So pardon me, no Google image, not even on eBay could I find one of these. I can't imagine a lot of these actually survived, because most of these were meant to be used for a season or two and then, discarded. So he is in very good shape. The flocking maybe has slight discoloration, but they went ahead and even gave him the little dots there. He has the antennas. His wings are in superb condition. And again, he is 4 inches. And then when you count the stem, you have 8 inches. And what I like is that if you have him in a situation, he will bob back and forth. So he's definitely kind of like a bee. He's just fun. He is just fun. I love him. So thank you, Glowy. I see you in at 16. We're looking for 17. Oh, I see Ariana in at 18. Hello, Ariana. How are you? But I think this guy is especially seeing there's no damage to the wings. And of course, then you have a little gold over top the antennas, and all that is wire, so it can be bent however you want it. So he'd be good at Christmas. He'd be good at summer. So let's do a countdown. We have Ariana in at 18. We're looking for 19 or more, and we are doing just in case if you are an active bidder. So 20, 19, 18, 17. I lost count. 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Ariana comes in. I get all tongue-tied and can't count right. It's like I forget how to count and talk. Thank you, Sally. I see you're just in case. Thank you all for the bids. I think this guy, I got to say, I said I couldn't find him. I think he's a little harder to find. So there's our bid end. Thank you so much, Kim. I got you Ariana in at 26, but Glowy put in that just in case of 27. So Glowy, he's coming to you. Thank you guys so much for the bids. He's definitely, I think, one of a kind. So thank you so much.
I have a choice at 16 for my next round, Jason. So a couple weeks ago, I had a red one of these in the original packaging, and I said I had some little bit harder to find colorways of them. So I'm going to bring them both tonight. So these are the Cameo Ragsy Cupies, and they are rubber, and they're both from 1963. And we've got a light blue one and a light pink one. So they're in like kind of these like jammy suits, I guess is the best way to describe. Now, this is pretty common. Some of the other ones that I found over the years, they always tend to have a little bit of paint loss up here at the top of their hat. I'm not sure why, but they both have a little bit of paint loss back there. And the other thing with the body and the heads, they're always a little bit different color. They usually are like super matchy. You can see how the blue one's a little darker and the pink one's a little bit different shade of pink. But they're both marked Cameo on their heads and on the back between their little wings. They even have little butt flaps with buttons for their little pancake butts back there. I love these guys. Super cute. So they do have movable heads, so you can kind of, judgy, always judging, Jason, with the movable heads, however you want to position those. So they both do have the positionable little heads. I love the side eye that they paint on the Cupies. Good. And there's the bottom. I did lightly surface clean these. They weren't like super dirty or anything like that. But I did lightly go over them just so they were nice and fresh. And they are flat-footed, so they will stand. Both of them stand really nice on their own. They don't have to have a doll stand or anything like that. And they don't squeak. I've never found one that actually squeaks. And I didn't test out the one inside the package to see if it squeaked either. So I don't know. These are the 7 3/4 inches cubes. That's how tall they are. And they're about 5 inches wide. So that's the size that they did make these in several different sizes as well. All right. So I see Miss Janet is in at 22. Thank you so much. And Dana, I see you're 24. So we're looking for 25 or more on choice of either the pink or the blue. Again, both from 1963. We're going to do a countdown now. If anybody that's bidding is welcome to put in the just in case during the countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cupie bid end.
Gosh, I've never seen one of the pink ones before. I've seen the blue, but not the pink. Look at those chubby legs and those
I know, knees. The little bobby knees. I love that. Okay, there is the bid end from Kim. Thank you so much. Janet, your 36 did come in after the bid end. Okay. So Janet had a just in case of 30. Dana put in a just in case of 31, but Karen Kennedy had a just in case of 35. So Karen at 32. Let me know if you want pink or blue. You can certainly take both if you want as well. And then second choice is going to go to Dana and then to Janet. All right. I kind of figured Karen was going after the pink one. Okay. So Dana, let me know if you want the blue one, or Janet is also on deck for that. I think that was everybody that was bidding.
Yeah, I think those were your three. Let me scroll back up.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. We got a heck of a lag here tonight, Amy.
Yeah, we do. Always. Yay! Yep. I love when that works out. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
All right, gang. I'm going to sell this as a lot, and it is going to start at $25. But bear with me because I'm going to turn into an infomercial because I'm going to pull the whole, but wait, there's more. But wait, there's more. So we're going to start here, and this is how I purchased it. So I have to believe that this case It had contents in it. You're going to get the content. So you'll get it all for $25. So these travel cases, they made them for a couple decades. I believe this one hinges in that right around World War II. And you'll see why when you see the contents that I believe are period correct. Okay. So this is this faux leather. There is a little bit of wear to the case, but it is the seesaw. So you can see the fun little kids there in the village scene in the back. They're playing seesaw the old-fashioned way where you threw a board on top of a rock, okay? So the graphics are in very good condition. The overall condition of the case is really good. So wait, there's more. Let me open it up. It has what I believe is its original leather handle. The inside of this case is phenomenal with the graphics.
How cute is that?
It has like a whole bunch of like little bears that are kind of, I believe they're bears. Yeah, I think they're all bears. They're doing all kinds of different circus things. Let me see.
I've never seen a liner paper like that in one of those cases. That's
and
really
you can tell that it's original. I don't think they glued it in because it's actually, the stitching goes over top of it. So you can use this case to open it up and just show the insides. Like you don't have to use the seesaw. So imagine putting this in your display. You could put some of your dolls in here, some ephemera, and then you can show the back part, okay? But it does repeat, and there are no smells. So you're getting this whole lot for $25. But wait, there's more. So I showed you the case. I showed you the inside. The case had this little chalkware baby in it, okay? So you're going to get the little chalkware baby as well. It does have all its little stringed amenities, its arms and legs on there. There is some wear to it. So for the $25, you get not only the case, but you get the little baby, and I do believe the baby is made in, it's very hard to see the embossing here on the back, but I do believe it says, does it say Germany on the back? It might say Germany. It's either Japan or Germany. I'll hold it up for you guys, but the embossing is very faint on it, but that is bigger than Japan. Like the wording on it is more than Japan. Nope, it is Japan. I just see the J, so it is a Japan baby, okay? So you get the little Japan.
That was really hard to see.
Yeah, I know it was. The little nubbin. So you get him. Jamie, thank you. I see you're 30. But wait, there's more. You're going to get, somebody had the little tiny, very 1930s. So that's going to come along with it. Yes, there is some issues with it. But that, I guess they use just as their fun little faux. You know, they're going to just play and do manicure with the baby. So you're going to get that. And then you're also going to get, what's wrong, Tina? Oh, okay. So then you're going to also get the little child, and I believe these are all celluloid. Okay, so you're going to get all of these. Oh, it is Japan. We saw it in the back. So you're going to get the little comb, which is what I believe is celluloid. Then you're going to get the little faux child's mirror. Now there is some schmutz on it. You might have to clean that off, but these are fun. And this is just a little baby dresser set. So in very good condition. So you get all of that for one money, including the little baby. So you get all that. So you get, like I said, the cute little child's dresser set. I do believe that's probably 1930s. I know, Dusty, the way I say mirror.
My favorite Pennsylvania word.
That's definitely the Dutch coming out here, the German coming out. So you get that. And then, like I said, you get this, which I believe the little manicure set was for adults, but you do get that as well. And then you get the fun little case all for one money. So, Jamie, I see you at 30. Thank you so very much. We're going to do a countdown. We are looking for 31 or more. We'll just hold up the baby, because I don't want to say mirror again. So we'll hold up the baby and the case. Let's count it down. 31 or more, and we are doing just in case. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Again, it came as a lot. I have to assume that this was some little Tykes toy, probably around the World War II era, and then it just got stored away, and I can't break it all up. So you're going to get it all together. So thank you so much for the bids. There's our bid end. Thank you so much, Kim. Jamie put in a 33, but Isabel had a just in case of 47, so $34. Congratulations, Isabel. The whole lot is yours, including the mirror. The mirror.
That's a good lot, just for the mirror.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. 25, Jason.
Okay.
I haven't had one of these in a long time. I can't remember the last time I did one of these, but I have a vintage mystery box tonight. I love making these. I just haven't made one in a long time. And this one is in a Sanders Junior chocolate box or candy box, if you will. I loved the cute little graphics on here. There's lots of teddy bears and candies and toys and things on the front of the box. I have kind of, it is heavy. It is full. You can see one end is not quite flush. It is completely full in here. If you guys have ever seen my mystery boxes before, I fill them with as much stuff as I could possibly cram in there to still shut the box. And I've tied some vintage rickrack and some little trims to kind of hold the lid on there, and added some little millinery flowers there on the front, and a little vintage greeting card with a little girl watering flowers on the front side. Now, if you like, I'm trying to think of, I didn't weigh this. Sometimes I weigh the boxes. So there's vintage greeting cards. There's vintage ephemera. There's trims. There's jewelry. There's a tin in there. There's kitchen there. There's miniatures in there. I can't even remember everything. Oh, there's vintage wrapping paper. There's vintage hankies are in there. I really can't remember. Oh, there's a handmade creation of mine that's in there. There's vintage handmade, not by me, but by somebody else that's in there. I can't even remember everything that I crammed in there, but it is full.
I'm just telling you guys, and I'm not gonna. If you get a mystery box from Enamor Amie, it's going to be chock full, so full that she unwraps it to pack it again, just to pack it again.
Well, I kind of tried to do that so I didn't have to undo it to pack it better. Right. There is. I'm trying to think. There is something ceramic in here.
Okay.
Yeah, I tried to pack it so that I didn't have to unpack it to pat it and pack it again. Kind of wanted to do it one and done. Right. The Christmas ones are my favorite to do. Although I have utilized all of my large Christmas boxes, so I have to find one to do that. But this one, this box, I've had it for a while, wanting to do a mystery box with it. But now I finally had enough stuff to put in it. So it was fun to put this together. And the little greeting card on the front, I can actually pull that out and show it to you. It's a little sunshine note. Little girl watering the flowers. It's unused. Look at the tiny little bluebird in the watering can. But that's just tucked there on the front. So if you like the style of the box or what I put on the front, you will have fun going through it on what's on the inside. Okay. So I see, hi, Robin is in at 41. So we're looking for 42 or more. I want to give you a measurement of the box real quick before I count it down. It is 9 inches long, 5 1/4 inches this way, and about 1.5, maybe a little more on this end because of what's sticking on that end. Okay. So Stacy's in at 42. So we're looking for 43 or more. I'm going to count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. If I can find a big enough box, I definitely will be. I have some smaller Christmas boxes, so I might be able to pull off a smaller one, but I need a big one. I had a big candy box last year.
I love the graphics on this.
All right. There's bid end from Kim. Thank you so much. Stacy, 46 did come in after the bid end. So Isabel had a 45. Debbie had a just in case of 50. Dana just in case of 52. But Robin put in a just in case of 65. So Robin for 53. Congratulations. I hope you have fun going through it. You have to let me know what you think when you open it up. Thank you so much.
So doggone good, Amy. You do great mystery boxes, let me tell you.
They're fun. Really, they're fun to do.
All right, guys, $12 and you're going to get everything I'm going to show you. Yes, these are Capodimonte styles, so they are chippy. They have issues. They're old, but let me tell you that I assume the person who's going to buy these is probably going to enjoy the fact that they're a little chippy and then what you can use them for. So I'll show them to you all together. These are porcelain place card holders, okay? So you're going to get the whole lot of 7. So I don't have the full set of 8. You're going to get the lot of 7. I'll show them to you up close. The German mark on the bottom is pre-1950s, okay? I believe that it's probably 30s or earlier, but I'll at least guarantee that they're pre-1950s, okay? But please note, they are chippy, okay? But they're not majorly chippy. So they have great color on them. So here's one, for example. You can see we have a little chip there to the back flower. But what these are good for is they're great to hold your ephemera. They're fun to mix in. So if you guys love postcards, I'll hold it up so you guys can get the idea. You go ahead and you throw your postcard in there. And now you can put your ephemera on display with some gorgeous flowers in front, okay? So that's basically what these are fun for. Or if you're going to have a little garden party and you want to have folks come over and then they take a souvenir, you can actually give them one of these. And
the little seed packets would look cute in those
that too. And you're going to get them all just for $12. Now, some of these have faint stamps, but they're all part of the same set. And I'm actually holding it upside down. So they have these little crowns on the bottom, and then they are stamped Japan. Okay, Japan. Come on, Jason. They're stamped Germany. And you'll see when I show you the bases on some other ones, the stamp is a little more profound. Okay, so these are porcelain. Some of them do have some chips. Some don't have any at all. And they measure about 2 inches long. Okay, if you see these in the antique malls, I don't even know that you could get one of them for $12 in an antique mall. Okay, you're going to get 7 of them for me for $12. Okay. I didn't go over them with a fine-tooth comb to tell you exactly how damaged each one is. I do think they all present very well, but let's just assume that they might all have a little nip or chip on them, okay? But they all hold the ephemera beautifully, and I think they all present really well. So now here is a better example of the maker's mark on the bottom. Again, these are all pre-50s. I do believe they're older, but I can guarantee they're pre-50s, okay? Roxanne, thank you so much. So those were your first 2. Here is your third one. I don't even believe the third one has any damage. Maybe it does. You look at these flowers, it's like Capodimonte. You stare at them and you swear they have no damage, and then one day you realize there's a whole petal missing. But truth be told, it is not severe damage on any of them. It's just little nips or nicks or a little piece of a stem is missing. So here is the other version, like the other style. That's a cute little rosebud back here in the back. Thank you, Sherry. Pardon me, I see you're 13, so we're looking for 14 or more, and you're getting just a set of 7 place card holders. They are porcelain. They are stamped Germany on the back, yet the stamp is faint, okay? I could just verify that they were from Germany. I found the mark, but nobody was giving an exact date of the mark. So here is another little one. Again, I think folks that appreciate these and like these, you want them a little chippy. You don't want them perfect. And then here is the last example, okay? And again, these are fun to actually use as place card holders. Give them as a little like door prize or a giveaway if you have like a little garden party, or mix them in with your vintage and use them to hold ephemera in part of your decor. So again, exactly, Karen, they are great for photos, recipes, everything. And you're going to get a set of 7. That's how I found them, and that's how I'm going to sell them to you. So we're looking for 14 or more. Let's go ahead and do a countdown. Again, I believe they're pre-1950s, probably a little older than that. So we'll hold this one up, and let's go ahead and do a countdown. I love the colors on them. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Again, they display very well. Some might have a little nip, some might have a little chip, but they are not completely destroyed. You know, they still present really well. They're very beautiful with vibrant colors. I just love them. And there's our bid end. So thank you so very much. So Sherry had a 13. Isabel had a 15. Roxanne had a just in case of 20. So for 26, congratulations, Roxanne. Roxanne, pardon me. I'm sorry. This might be your first purchase from me. If it is, just go ahead and email me your information. If it's not, then we're good. I feel like I've sold to you before, but I can't remember. But Roxanne, if you are new, please email me all of your information because you won them for $16. So thank you so much, Roxanne. All right, Miss Amie.
All right, 28.
Okay.
Jesus. Okay. I have not come across these guys in forever, especially this piece here. So I actually have 2 rounds of the Enesco, and they're called the Helpful Kitchen Pixie. And this particular piece is called the Egg Timer and Recipe Card Holder. Okay. And anytime I've ever come across this one, it either has a head repair or the egg timer piece is completely missing. This is the first time in many years that I've actually come across it where it does not have any damage. All right. It is made by Enesco. There's remnants of the foil sticker there on the bottom. Okay. And it does have a little glass egg timer. I'm going to turn around to the back so you can see. So it's attached with kind of this elastic string here on the back. And as you can imagine, elastic, as you know, over time, it completely stretches out. And that's why a lot of time these egg timers are missing. So you just kind of rotate it with the string, and then the sand starts to flow in there. And then also it has the metal clip at the back to hold your recipe cards. There's no chips on this, okay? There is crazing though, however. And I'm also including, because I can't help myself, okay, I'm including this adorable pixie birthday card with it because I thought I did have this in my preview. It's a used little birthday card from 1955, okay? But I just thought, you know, if you don't want to put a recipe card in here, it's a great ephemera holder as well, okay? So you're going to get the both. You're going to get the pair. I just couldn't help it. This was a card coming out of my personal greeting card collection. I love when vintage matches, so it had to come. Okay, so the egg timer or recipe card holder, it measures 5.5 inches tall and 3.25 inches wide. And I did bring my Enesco book to the sale tonight so I could show you. There are a few other pieces. So we've got the scouring pad holder. Here's the egg timer and the recipe card holder. This one they call the air freshener, although I've always called it the candle holder. There's also a toothpick holder and the salt and pepper shakers. I do have the salt and pepper shakers tonight. I'll do those in my next round as well. But I don't run across these hardly ever anymore. I just don't see these guys anymore.
And if you do, they're completely destroyed and damaged.
Yeah, but they're darn cute.
They are.
All right, so I see Lisa Day has a 33, and so does Isabel. So we're looking for 34 or more. I am going to count him down. All right. Don't forget those just in cases. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. And though the sands of time,
like sands through the hourglass.
Oh, like sands through the hourglass.
How many days were you homesick? Homesick from school, and you'd watch an episode of Days of Our Lives?
Mama Pam watched it and recorded it. So even if I was homesick, I couldn't change the channel.
Okay.
All right, there's a bid end from Kim. Thank you so much. All right, so Lisa did put in it just in case. But Isabel put in a higher just in case. So Isabel for 46. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
So good. And thank you so much, Roxanne. I appreciate you so much. So, all right, gang, $20 choice. And you're not going to hear me say this story much more because this is it. I bought from an estate, new old stock, somebody's wedding and bridal party gifts that they never used. So these are from probably the 55, probably late 50s, right into the 60s. So it's going to be choice on new, old stock pillowcases. Okay. So with each set you're going to get, they actually put the original card with it from the person who gifted it to them. So each one will come with its original card. So you're going to get new, old stock. But first, here is their wedding card. So this was a wedding gift. They are Fifth Avenue originals. Okay, so they're in their original box. They are pillowcases with, I guess you want to say it is sewn on here, and it is these roses. So these pink roses. And this one didn't have cellophane on it. This is the way it came, and they are super clean. So they are luxurious quality, it says. They are, you get one full pair. It's a 200 thread count. And where did I see? I could have sworn I saw measurements. They also had their original tag on it from when it was bought. And I thought there were measurements on this one. But they're going to be traditional size pillowcases. Maybe it's the other one that I'm going to offer that had the dimensions on it. They are made in the USA. And it is a combed per cow. I never heard of that. Pillowcases, and you're going to get one pair. They are washable, made in the USA, and they are all cotton. So there's the original tag on there. Okay. So you're going to have to get these gorgeous. And again, there's no linens like vintage linens. Trust me. And I thought these were very feminine, very, great for this time of the year to go ahead and use. So you'll get them, and they come in the original box. So that is your first set to choose from. Your second set, these were also wedding gifts. So this one comes with its original wedding card that was in there with it. And then they actually had this one opened like that. So it comes with the wedding card. And again, this will be it. This is all I have. Here, this is the one that was measured. These are decorative pillowcases. These are the his and hers, which I don't see a lot of his and hers, anymore. I know that was a big fad, but I don't see a lot of them. And then these are 160 thread count. My God, for $20, you can't even get new ones at this price with that kind of thread count. And these measure 42 by 60, and they are 100% cotton, made in the USA. So here is your second set. The cellophane is still on. Comes in its original gift box. The gift box is in very good condition. No funky smells, no issues. So again, this will be your second set. These are all cotton pillowcases. These have, like I said, the dimensions on them. They come in at 42 by 36. So 42 by 36. So again, they're in pink. If you guys are into pink, they have some fun little details. They have like little flower details, little thistle style flower details, and then it has its little original bow. There is a little bit of original tape here because that is the same tape line that this is how they taped it on there. It's like somebody gave them all their gifts, and then they ended up at mom and dad's house, or they ended up in the attic and were never used. So there are no stains. There's no smells. This is your second set to choose from. Thank you so much, Circle 7. I see you in at 20. And then this was your first set. And I decided to bring them both as choice because I kind of figured they worked well together. So if you wanted to use like all four for your bed, I thought they would work well with the his and hers. So, and if you're looking for maybe a bridal shower gift for an upcoming wedding, you give them a vintage set. These are better than the old ones. Plus, they have character. So each one has its original card from a wedding that took place, I think it was around the 1960s mark, but they never used any of their gifts. So let's go ahead and do a countdown. Thank you so much, Circle 7. So your choice will either be flowers or his and hers, or you can take both, okay? So 21 or more, we'll count down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, embroidery. That's what I was looking for. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Words are tough for Jason tonight. So Ginger, thank you so much for the 21. So we are looking for 22 or more. You can use just in case if you're a bid ender. If you are an active bidder. Speaking of bid ender, there is Kim. Thank you so much, Amy. I told you I'm a hot mess this week. So Mary Beth, thank you for the bid of 22. So you get first choice. Let me know. Did you want the his and hers? Did you want the flower? We'll call this one flower. You have choice. You can take both. And then whatever's left will be offered to Ginger. And then we will go back to Laura of Circle 7. But you got the flowers. They are yours. Congratulations.
All the things that you have brought from them that they never used any of that.
I know. But I'm kind of happy they didn't, because I'm a sucker for the new old stock. I love this. So Ginger, you could have the his and hers for 21. And remember, gang, we're not doing a recap. So if they don't get claimed, they just won't come back. Got you for a pass. So Miss Circle 7, are you interested in the his and hers at 20? If you are, just say yes. And if not, that is okay, because we're going to get Amie over here. So thank you so much, Mary Beth.
24, Jason.
All right. You got it.
All right. As promised, here is my second round of UNESCO Helpful Kitchen Pixie. And these guys are super helpful hanging out on their mushrooms, let me tell you. These are the salt and pepper shakers. And this is the complete set. You can see that there are different poses. And one has the S and one has the P on the bottom of the mushrooms. Now, I will say, I was really looking at these in my 8 lights that I have up here. This guy I did know. There was a tiny little flea bite right up here on the brim of the hat. It's very small. It's not like super gleaming white there, but a little flea bite there on the hat. And then this one, I was feeling with my fingers and discovered that there was a little flea bite here on the hat, but it looks like somebody touched that up with some green paint. That was not me. And there's another tiny little one like somewhere up in here that I can feel with my finger. Those kind of blend in really well, but I did feel it with my finger. I didn't initially notice those on the back there. There is a little crazing on these guys, but not really a whole lot. Most of it is kind of on the whiter part of the ceramic here on the back of the mushroom. This guy's got the 3-holer. This one's got the 2. Now, I will say they do both have foil stickers on the bottom, but one of them is missing the stopper. These guys had those kind of rubberized stoppers, which just tend to harden, kind of crack and fall out over time. This one is completely hardened, and it's probably on its way out. You can see it's kind of loose anyway, so that's likely what happened to this one. But those are, like, I always recommend like replacing them with corks if that's important to you. Anyway, you can definitely find replacement corks in bulk on Amazon to replace all of your shakers with. Okay, so these guys measure 4 inches tall and about 2 1/4, give or take, maybe 2 1/2 on this guy because he's a little bit wider. All right, so those are the salt and pepper shakers. I see Lisa's in at 25. Thank you so much. So we are looking for 26 or more. I am going to count Pixie Friends down so we can keep it moving. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
I think these pixies mimic the knee huggers the best when it comes to the ceramics.
Yeah.
In my opinion. They're so good.
All right. There is the salt and pepper bid end. Thank you, Kim. All right. So Lisa, you didn't need your just in case. These guys are coming to you. Thank you so much.
Hey guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Kim, thank you so much for being our official mod and bid ender. Karen G, I see you lurking out there and helping too. So thank you so much. And guys, I know it's hard to sell fairy lamps anymore, but I found a couple of them and I can't help but offer this one at $40 if anybody's interested. Okay. So $40, you can get yourself a gorgeous 1990s Fenton fairy lamp. Okay. It's in a gorgeous cobalt blue, which everybody's been talking about how cobalt's going to be harder to find, but this one is gorgeous. There is absolutely no damage to it. It is the smooth egg topped style. It has some frit flowers on it. The detailing is spectacular and it is hand painted. Now, it's very hard to see the signature on it, but it is hand signed. So there is your Fenton mark, and I do believe there is a 9 on it. Yes, there's an 9. I know, Mary, this is beautiful. And I love these bases. I think Fenton did such a great job when they did these style bases, and then the tops on them. I think these are some of the prettiest fairy lamps. The chimney, some of the prettiest ones that Fenton ever made. The chimney is in very good condition. There are no chips or cracks at all. There's a little mold roughness down here, a little mold roughness, all right? So it's not a chip, but you can tell that they didn't fully sand that mold. If you want me to sand it before I ship it, if anybody purchases it, I will. It is signed here on the inside. It was very hard for me to make out. It was just, now Gavin gave me a website. I didn't have time to go to it, but it does start with a C. And I think it is Cronley. I think it is Coralene. That's who I believe hand painted and signed it on the inside. So that is the best research that I could do from an artist at that period. But you can see it is hand signed. So for your $40, you're going to get a gorgeous cobalt. Now, these are my fingerprints. 1990s fairy lamp. It has all this gorgeous frit, which that's ground up glass in with the paint, and then they painted it. So you have some gorgeous gold and white details. There's no scratches to the hand painting part with the leaves, and it's just in super good condition. And again, I don't find the cobalt fairy lamps by Fenton all that often, so I thought I would offer it. So it's $40. If anybody's interested, it is hand painted, it is hand signed. The couple examples that I found online, they had different price points. So I felt that if somebody wanted to add a Fenton fairy lamp to their collection, I thought $40 would be a great starting price. So Dana, thank you so much. I see you're 40. We're looking for 41 or more. It measures 4.5 inches tall. So it comes in at 4.5 inches tall. Thank you, Ginger. You are the first 41, so we're looking for 42 or more. Again, there's absolutely no damage. Sometimes these were prone to get damage here on like the sawtooth part. The only thing that I can say is just some mold, some roughness to the mold. Okay, so there are no chips. There are no chips to the base, nothing that I could find or see. So Robin, thank you so much. I see you're 43. So Roxanne, I do see you're 42, but we're looking for 44 or more. Again, it's in very good condition, and it is from the 1990s. So in each one of those flowers has the frit on it, and it's just gorgeous. This would be a great one for summer, especially if you do patriotic colors. Thank you all for the bids. We'll just highlight them. We're in with Dana at 46, so we're looking for 47 or more. And with the flowers, I think it's timeless, but it's definitely a great summer fairy lamp. So, and even at that price, if you guys have a screened-in porch or you want to take it outside, I say go ahead and put one of those little citronella candles in there and go ahead and use this. And it has a very nice glow to it. So thank you all so much for the bids. I'm going to hold it up really, really nice and tight. Let's go ahead and do a countdown. We are looking for 47 or more. And this is from the 90s, and it is a hand-painted and signed Fenton fairy lamp. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Dana has a top bid of 46. We're looking for 47 or more, or the bid end from Kim. And don't forget, if you're an active bidder, you can use it just in case if you're interested in this gorgeous fairy lamp. Again, it's in very good condition. So there is our bid end. Thank you guys so much. Let me sit this down. Roxanne had a just in case of 50, but Ginger had a just in case of 51. So that locked it in for you, Ginger, at 51. Robin, your 55 did come in after the bid end on both devices. So Ginger, congratulations. The fairy lamp is yours. All right, Miss Amie.
I love when they put the frit on those. That's my favorite.
I do too.
It's the glitter that doesn't come off.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is true.
Okay, 45, Jason.
All right.
All right. Meow, meow. Hitchy kitty alert. It's been forever since I have found one of these gals, and she is really, really nice condition. 100% cold painted on this, okay? Most of it is airbrush cold painted. Some of it is applied paint, but it is 100% cold paint, and there's not really any paint scratches on it. It's amazing, amazing condition. I have found some of these eyelashes cats over the years, And most typically they always have scratching to the paint, or chips or something. There's no chips on it either. It's just fantastic condition. Now it's a little gray blue. It's getting a little washed out. It's like a light sky blue, kind of fades into gray, and then black striping on the cat. Now, what I can tell you, there's several manufacturers of these eyelash cats, and I'm going to tell you how to tell the difference if you ever run across one. She's got painted eyelashes on. Okay, she is made by Tilso, and I only know this because I've sold the same cat probably about 8 years ago. Okay, and there would have been a foil sticker here on the bottom somewhere, made by Tilso. Okay, there are several other manufacturers. Bradley is the most well-known. Pacific Imports, Tillmont, Wales, Japan also did some in the same kind of body style, but they have like 3-dimensional eyelashes that are molded in that kind of stick out a little bit. There's hundreds of these in different colors. There's like pastel colors. There's chained families. There's salt and pepper shakers. There's smaller figurines all the way down to this big. As well, but there's also larger ones of these as well. These guys don't come around very often, especially in this kind of condition. Just amazing, amazing shape on her. No flea bites on the ears, and I love all of the airbrushing stripes and their big bubbly feet sticking down there at the bottom, and the little curly cute tail that is kind of molded. The little end of it is kind of sticking up there. And she's a large gal. She does measure 8 inches tall, so she is one of the larger size ones, and 3.5 inches wide. Okay, I love these guys. I know Wanda's got a few eyelash kitties in her kitty collection as well. The pastel ones can go for hundreds of dollars. I haven't run across some pastel ones in quite a long time. But these were produced in Japan. A lot of them were only exclusively distributed to Australia. So they are a little bit harder to come by in the States unless they were brought back as a souvenir or something like that. But they do come up every once in a while. I just love the eyelashes. I do have eyelash envy of these kitties for sure. All right, Miss Wanda, I see you at 45. Thank you so much. We are looking for 46 or more, and we're going to count Kitty Friend down. Wanda, I do encourage you to use that just in case. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Meow meow. Bid end.
Like you were saying, there's not even scuffs on that paint. It looks
no,
so
it's
good.
Like this is immaculate shape for gold. Yeah. Like I am even like kind of nervous about touching it. All right, there's the just in case from Wanda. Thank you so much. And there is the bid end from Kim. So Wanda, you didn't need your just in case. Kitty Friend is coming to you. Thank you so much.
Have you ever seen the Hawaiian souvenir pieces? It's a couple, boy and girl, has Hawaii hand painted on its side. Ginger, I may not have seen exactly what you're talking about, but I used to collect Hawaii souvenirs. And yes, I have seen some of the little boys and girls kind of like that. So speaking of that, I have the hula girl and some Hawaii style things coming up. So, but I got to follow Amy's epic kitty cat because I got an epic poodle. Oh my God. I used to collect the decanters. Okay. I never knew until I found this that they made an oil and vinegar. Okay. So this is a one-piece caddy condiment with the vinegar up here in the poodle's nose, and then the oil goes into the tucker's part. So they have the little stoppers. Now, truth be told, the corks are probably dried out. They don't sit in there very tight, okay? But they're there, okay? Because usually if you find the same dog in the decanter, usually they're missing the nose, okay? So this one is in a little bit tighter. So I'm going to go ahead and let that in, okay? It is, well, it could be Rudolph. It could be a poodle Rudolph. So this is a pretty known kitsch. I know he might look very angry, but honestly, he is a little hard to find, okay? He is big, and he would have been I want to go back to the times when people were carrying this to the table.
Because isn't there a matching one that has the little shot glasses that go?
Yes, like I used to collect the decanters, and they did the same sculpt poodle, but then they had little hooks here on the side, and then the little depending, the earlier ones had ceramic mugs, and then the later ones they switched over to plastic. But I've never seen the onesie oil and vinegar here in the poodle. Okay, no damage. This would have probably had a Japan sticker on the bottom, and the little sticker's long since gone. But if you guys love some kitschy kitchen things, this is for you. This sucker is big, and there's no damage. Measures 11 inches long, 11 inches long. It's about 5 inches tall. So I got to hold the little tail on so you guys can see. They did some gold detailing here to the fur. So it is airbrushed with gold here. There is some gold airbrushing here. And it is like a poodle. It's definitely a poodle, but they did make like wiener dog versions as well. So then each side has the little V or O for oil or vinegar, and then they even repeated it here on the other side. So again, minimal crazing. It's made of ceramic. It is the little caddy. I don't know that I would recommend using it, but I don't think there'd been any reason why you couldn't, but you probably don't want to. So if you guys are Pyrex collectors or kitchen collectors, I think this would definitely be fun. It is, Dawn. It's definitely wild. It's something you do not see. Then each one of these is the stopper. So that is a little stopper. It has its original cork in it, but the cork did kind of, did shrink a little bit. So it doesn't fit as snug as you want it to. This one still has its cork on. That one fits very snug. Now, you could switch them around if you want to, but I thought the little black one would be the little tail. So again, this is this will cause this will cause, man, words are hard tonight. Kitschelitis you could get if you had this, because this is extreme kitsch right here. That's what I love about it, is that it's different, it's whimsical, it's fun. Who in a million years would have thought that they would have poured a ceramic mold with a long, huge poodle as your oil and vinegar? And then right down the center here, this is actually where the porcelain, it is one piece, but there's a divider here so the oil and vinegar doesn't go back and forth. So Tina, thank you. I see you. You are the first one in at 25. Isabel, you're the second, so you'd have to, I see you, Isabel, at 27. Again, a little bit of research online. I didn't find any that were complete. So there was one missing. I think it was missing both stoppers, but mine has it. So like Amy alluded to, if you have the decanter one, this one would pair with it really well. So you could definitely put them together. So 11 inches long. It is about 5 inches tall at the tallest point. So let me hold the tail on. I know he looks kind of angry, but he's a nice little puppy dog. I mean, he's got a red nose. He has the right to be a little bit angry. And then he's got a little pink tongue right there. And this is the way they painted him. They painted him sort of sloppily, but then they did airbrush some gold on top for some 3D effect. So no chips, no cracks, just minor crazing. And then, oh, I'm sorry. Here you can see there is a little spout. So let me take this out so you can see. So they actually molded it so it is a little spout so you can pour if you were going to use it. So thank you, Isabel. I see you're 27. So we're looking for 28 or more, probably 50s or 60s. Let's go ahead and count this down. We're looking for 28 or more. And I'll tell you, this guy's one of a kind, or at least a complete one of a kind. Counting them down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. There are some salt and pepper shakers that aren't, they're close to this. So you could make a whole little condiment set for your table if that's what you were interested in. So I see you're just in case, Tina. It all came in at once. Isabel's just in case, and Kim's bid end. So with the 31, congratulations, Isabel. The oil and vinegar poodle is yours for $32. Thank you so much. All right, Miss Amy.
Okay, 14, Jason.
All right.
Okay. I do have a Nancy Ann storybook doll for tonight. Seems like I've had one every single week for a while, but I got a bunch of them. So this one is a little bit larger size, and she is of the fully jointed variety. She does date to the 40s. She has that composite material, so her arms will move, her head does move, and then her legs are jointed as well. So she is the larger size. She is 6¼ inches tall. By about 3 inches wide at the arm span. I don't really measure the dress part. She does come with a stand, so similar to the ones that I've had the past couple weeks. A lady's collection of these. She was very meticulous with her Nancy Ann's, and they all were on little stands and little metal doll stands. So it will come along with that. You can see she's got her little pantaloons under there. Now I was able to identify her. She is a shower girl for April, and she is number 190 if you have the little collector book. And her dress is covered with all these little flocked little flowers and little polka dotted lines all over her dress. It's got applied lace on there as well. She does have her original little felt hat with the applied millinery flowers there. There is a snap. I'm going to turn her around. Snap on the back of the dress. There, a little tiny snap. And all of the Nancy Ann Storybook dolls are stamped Nancy Ann Storybook doll, patent pending and stuff there on the back of the body. And really nice and clean. This lady took exceptional care of her Nancy Ann Storybook dolls. I just love these guys. I don't know. I know they're not everybody's cup of tea. But Debbie and I really like these dolls.
They're fancy. These are fancy, high-quality dolls.
I have a special viewer sent me some to craft with. So I have some that I'm going to get a little creative with because they don't have their original outfits and that sort of thing. Or they might have a little bit of an issue. So I'll probably be, I don't know, you might see some turn into witches here in the fall. So I have some ideas on what to do with some of them. All right, so I see Miss Robbins in at 15. Thank you so much. And Debbie, of course, I saw in at 14 as well. So we're looking for 16 or more, and we're going to count her down and keep it moving. She is a butter yellow, of course, butter yellow. All right, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, I declare bid end.
You're right, Karen. That is a true story about a lot of these dolls. They were for pretty, not for play.
For pretty, yeah.
Yep.
All right. There is a just in case from Debbie right before Kim's bid end. Robin, your just in case of 31 did come in after the bid end. So Debbie, you didn't need your just in case. She is coming to you for 20. Congratulations. Thank you so much, Debbie.
I'm the sucker for them. I think they are done so well with the millinery flowers to the fabrics. They're just gorgeous dolls. $22 choice, okay? These came out of our collection. They do have some condition issues, okay? So, but when you see what they are, I think some folks will accept the damage. So they're 22 each, but if you want to know the damage, don't bid until I'm done explaining. So they are the Dapper Little Bee guys, okay? These were in our collection. Amie, do you know who manufactured these, who made these? Do you suspect who may have made these?
There's bigger versions of these.
Okay.
I feel like those are Tilso bugs.
Okay. Now, the Japan's in red. Does that help at all on the bottom? If we can show it's a little bit of Japan right there on the bottom.
No,
okay.
Usually that doesn't mean anything. I'm pretty sure those are Tilso.
All right. Sally, I see you in at 22, but remember, gang, there are some condition issues, okay? He suffered. He was out one night, had a few too many. He fell, and his leg has a repair, and there's a repair to the wings. The other one has 2 nips on it. But let me tell you that when the repairs are good, they are really good. Let me get up here. You can almost start to see the line right there on his leg, okay? But it's a good repair. It's not like the repairs that Amie talks about or I have where you got glue, seeping out and it's all chunky and ugly. And then it's right there in the center of the wings. On the side, you can sort of see where the wings were broken off and repaired, okay? Back when we added these to the collection, Tina did touch up a tiny little bit of the red paint. So there is a little bit of paint touch up as well. But the face is airbrushed pink, so I know that's getting washed out, but his face is like a very violet pink, And then he's got a dapper little hat, okay? And then he's wearing a little striped jumpsuit, and he's got a gold little cane, okay? So they each measure 3 inches tall by about 2.5 inches wide. So there are repairs to him. This little guy here, they do kind of look like a lightning bug. You're right. Maybe, well, I guess he does have a bee butt. He definitely does have a bee butt. So this one has a little nip right here on his hand, okay? Honestly, when they display, you don't see it all that much. And then he has a slight little nip here to his wing, okay? If you wanted to, you could take a little bit of black and do 1 or 2 little stripes on top of that, and it wouldn't be that noticeable. But we're very meticulous about our kitsch, and we felt these were acceptable for us. We're just changing what we're doing when it comes to these, so that's why we thought we would offer them up. So they've been together for a long time, but we thought we'd offer them as choice.
The only pair of those that I've ever had, they were golfing.
They were golfing. Okay. Yeah, no, this is the first time we've ever had these, and they kind of, I like having 2 because if you collect salt and pepper shakers, like people I know, maybe us, they kind of are salt and pepper shaker size. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're fun. So one does have repairs, one does have some nips. Other than that, they display beautifully. And again, I do believe these are a little harder to find. So if you guys collect anthropomorphic things, if you guys collect bees, you can even see they airbrush the wings. So the wings match the face. They're kind of purpley pink. Let's get in there so you guys can see. They might be washed out for you, but they did do airbrushing. So this little guy here, he does have the little nip there on his hand. So there you can see it up close. And then he does have a little nip back here to his wing. But I think when it comes to this kind of kitsch, that's kind of acceptable because these do not come around that often. And I love the big rounded faces. They do kind of mimic, God, was it Tilso made the snowmen? The snowmen had some big round faces.
I suspect that they're Tilso.
Yeah, with the big dapper hats. Yeah, you're right. So if you guys collect and you have the snowmen by chance, then maybe by summer they become bees. And then in the winter they become the snow people. I don't know. But again, they're really fun. You can see, I want to show you again the line right there on his leg. I guess if it was going to happen, they're at the right places. And then back here on the back, you can see, if we can get it to, there's the line where the wings, and then the wings are put back on. So guys, we're going to do a countdown if anybody's interested. Thank you so much, Sally. You have the top bid. It is on choice, $22 choice. We're going to do a countdown. Again, remember, guys, they're not going to come back in a recap. So if Sally just claims 1, then one of them will not come back. So we're looking for 23 or more. Let's go ahead and count them down. We are doing just in case if you're an active bidder. So let's count them down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Again, they do have condition issues, but they do display beautifully. I don't think anyone's going to really notice because they're just so doggone kitschy cool. You don't even notice the issues. So there's our bid end. Thank you so much, Kim. So Sally, congratulations. You got them. Let me know, Sally. Did you want 1 or 2? And I can just watch the chat and we'll move on over to Amie. All right, Sally.
Forever.
Thank you so much. Congratulations.
All right. Congrats, Sally. Those are great. Okay. $12, Jason.
All right.
All right. So I've been going through my vintage tablecloth hoard because I used a lot of these in my craft show display. And I have retired from craft shows. So I don't really need all these tablecloths anymore. But this one I always put on one of my little side tables where I did all of my plush and stuffed animals and dolls. So this one, it's a square tablecloth. It's very nice and clean. I did launder it again, although it was just in with my other tablecloths, but I did freshen it up. The only thing I wanted to note on it, there is this little, and this was here when I bought it, there's just this little stain right here. I have tried many times to get that out. It just won't come out. I think it might be like a little bit of paint, truth be told. But it is a white background with purple, turquoise, yellow, orange flowers. So that's all the colors that are in there. There's not really any other stains or anything. like that. No holes or anything like that either. So it is a square, so it would fit like a card table size, but it's just all over flower print. And measurement for it is 36 by 40. 36 by 40. I can't back up anymore. That's about as much as I can fit in there. I always, why do I always do this to myself? That hard to show things. But it does have finished edges on 2 sides. So it was not a handmade pillowcase. It's definitely manufactured at some point, but very nice and clean. I don't need all the vintage tablecloths. I'm trying to, although I'm not really going to part with many of my Christmas ones because I have a lot of the harder to find Christmas ones. Maybe I'll think about it, but I do have a lot of floral ones that I did for my summer craft shows, which I definitely don't do anymore. So I'm not, oh, I see Dana's in at 12. It's also really hard for me to look at the chat while I'm doing this as well. All right, so again, it measures 36 by 40, just that tiny little faint stain. It's off to one side. It's really not that noticeable. All right, so I see Dana's in at 12, so we're looking for 13 or more. Let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And if you want to have fun at Halloween, you can turn yourself into a flower ghost.
I was going to say that matched my fairy lamp. Like if you had that on the table, had the fairy lamp on top, they'd have been a good pair.
Okay, there's the bid end from Kim. Dana, this is coming to you. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Kim, thank you so very much for being our official mod and bid ender. Thank you so very much. All right. $20, guys. And I know, well, it says that it's made in China. Okay. I believe it's probably 1980s. I have one of these large-eyed little rubber kitschy hula girl figurines. Okay. So she is made of rubber. I think she's really cute. Her hair might be a little hot mess going on, but nonetheless, it's that face. She's got those gorgeous big eyes, very childlike. I had actually a few months ago sold a squeak that had the same kind of looks, and I think it was made in England. Okay, I think it was made in England, but this one does say China on its foot. So if you guys like to decorate with some luau or some Hawaii things in the summer, I think she's really fun. Now, her hula skirt back here, her grass skirt came loose, but her tuchus is hanging out. Okay, so I'm letting her the way, I found her, but she is in just superb condition. All right. So she does say made in China on the bottom. Okay. I don't know that she is like 1970s old, but she definitely is going to fit in with your kit.
She's adorable.
She is. And she has some painted toenails, which I love. I think that's a fun, let me cover up that so you can see. So her fingernails and her toenails are painted. She has the plastic fantastic little lei around, and she has that around her hair. So she's super cute. Actually, I found this at Mother Tucker's. This came out of Nancy's booth. So this was one of Nancy's dolls. And I was going to keep it, but I decided that I can't start collecting Hawaii things again or hula girls. So but she's really cute. She's really adorable. She measures 10 inches tall. She does stand on her own, and she is about 4 inches wide. So she's this cute little chubby little girl hula girl, and the face and the eyes, I think, is what sold me. Those eyelashes, that sweet, innocent face. And again, she's going to look good in a Hawaii collection if that's what you collect, or maybe you guys collect hula girls. So
tiny bubbles.
Non-ho action coming at you. The only other ones I found online were missing their little grass skirt. So I think the grass skirt is the first thing that gets damaged that is missing. So if you guys wanted to do her hair a little bit different, you could, but she does have her original little bandana. She has her original lei, and all the other ones that I saw, that's exactly the way it was. I believe these were very popular in the 60s, the same sculpt, and I think that they continued to make them as souvenirs through maybe the 1980s or the early 90s. So she still has that 60s kind of look about her. So, but she's just adorable, and again, she will stand on her own. She is made of a soft rubber, so she would also go well with your squeaks if you wanted to mix her into that collection. But again, I just think she's really adorable, especially for summer, because what can, I know we can all, decorate for all the seasons, but what are you going to put out during the summer? Especially if you guys maybe you guys decorate with tiki, maybe you guys do a little tiki bar outside. I thought she'd look really cute. She'd even make a great gift. So probably already said it, but I'm going to give you the height again because I can't remember if I did or not. She's 10 inches tall. So she's a large rubber doll, and she's about 4 inches wide. She's in very good condition, airbrushing the paint, everything, no major scuffs. I think they did get a little sloppy over here. Some of the paint did end up over here on her side. And again, she's got her toenails painted and her fingernails. So guys, we're not doing a recap tonight, so we'll do a countdown of interest. If anybody is interested, she's just $20. And that would be fun. Amie said about the Don Ho song. If you had an album, you could put the album behind and then put her in the front. Definitely give you a fun, decor idea. So we'll do a countdown of interest, and then she'll go away. $20. Thank you, Ginger. I see your 20. Let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Thank you so much, Ginger. We're looking for 21 or more. The bid end. Again, I think she's really cute. She has a great vintage look. She is marked China, made in China, but I still believe it's the same sculpt and the same company that made them from the 60s on up. So there's the bid end. Ginger, congratulations. The cute, chubby little hula girl is yours. You got a home, sweetheart. Thank you so much. All right, Miss Amie.
All right, 16, Jason.
All right.
Okay. It's also been a while since I've had one of these fluffy butts. This is another one of those fur applied ceramics, and this one is a cat. Meow meow. They did do these in dogs as well. The dogs have more kind of like rounded ears. I guess that's the best way that I can tell the difference. But this is the cat, and they did do these in different sizes, different colors and poses as well. This one's starting at 16. Usually these would go a little bit higher than that. There is a hairline that is developing right here. It's kind of, I don't know if it's going to focus. It's right there. But like it doesn't have a head repair or anything like that. But there is a hairline there. There is some crazing present in other parts of the cat as well. Some of it back in here. There is some crazing present in the white ceramic. No cold paint on this guy, but there is like little painted pink inside of the ears, and that is the original little applied silk bow at the neck. This would be the boy. There actually is a coordinating girl that would have like a little paper flower in her ear that would go with this guy. But this guy I found out by himself. And then there is a little applied fur on the tail, the little nubbin tail that sticks up as well. And then the little toe lines are all painted there. This is made by Bradley Exclusives. There isn't a maker sticker on that, just a Japan sticker, but I have sold many of these guys over the years, and these are Bradley. There's another company called Brins that also makes furry cats like this. They're just painted. Their faces are a little bit different painted wise, but I love the cute little pink meow meow button nose on there, and the fur is really nice. A lot of times some of these they start to molt over time and get bald spots and stuff, but the fluff is really nice and good on this guy. Again, there is a hairline right there. I think you can see it. It's right there. Although like I don't think it's like affecting the stability of it at all. All right. So measurement for the kitty is 3.5 by 4 3/4 inches tall. Okay, so Love It All is in at 16, so we're looking for 17 or more, and we're going to count Kitty down so we can keep it moving. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Meow meow. Good end.
God, I love these fur kitty cats and dogs.
I've always called these guys fluffy butts.
So
Fluffy
good.
butts.
I love that face. So kitschy.
Good. Okay, there's the bid end from Kim. Thank you so much. Love It All. Kitty is coming to you. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
All right, gang. I have a choice round. It's going to start at $25. If you guys have followed me for a while and come to my sales, you know that I love picking these up when I find them. I did pick up an estate of some hobnail milk glass from Fenton, and it was some of the harder to find Fenton pieces. So this one is always missing its lid or it's extremely damaged. And if you guys do research, $25 I think is an awesome start price. So this one is the covered shoe. It is a little utilitarian little trinket box. It's one of my favorite pieces by Fenton. It's usually always missing the lid. There are no chips. There are no cracks. It does have its lid. The higher end Fenton, or at least this era Fenton, when they stamped every piece, to me, that was their way of saying that it was a higher, more of an expensive piece of Fenton. So they did stamp the lid. You can see there. The little trinket box shoe also has its Fenton label, which I think we all love. And it is marked Fenton right here underneath the shoe part. So again, no chips, no cracks. A lot of times these scallops would get chipped, maybe a little mold roughness, but overall in super good condition, starting just at $25. The shoe measures 5 inches tall by 6 inches wide. So again, usually if you guys see these or find these throughout years, the lid gets separated and you're just left with the shoe. But this is the full little dresser jar, little trinket box, jewelry box, have you, whatever you want to use it for. No chips, no cracks, maybe just some mold roughness. So that is your first choice at $25. And I think all the ones I have brought in the past, I haven't even started at $25. So I was fortunate enough to find one of these earlier in the year, but in this collection, I got a second one. So this is the covered dresser jar or utilitarian canister. It has this gorgeous butterfly on the top. There are no chips to the butterfly. Again, I believe it's higher quality Fenton because it is stamped Fenton on the inside of the lid. And this one is not one that you find that often either. Yes, it's milk glass, but it's timeless. It's gorgeous. There's no issues to the scallop part. And then you can see there is a lip in here on the inner part. So then that lid does rest on it. So there is some maybe mold roughness to it. This one is stamped Fenton as well down here on the bottom. This is a nice large canister. It's going to look nice for all sorts of different purposes. It comes in at 6 inches tall. Thank you, Roxanne. I see you're 25. Comes in at 6 inches tall by 4 inches wide, okay? These are great to both have together. You can use them in your bathroom if you want to. This would make a great cotton ball holder if you wanted to use it. It would hold makeup. You could actually use this in your kitchen if you wanted to. Maybe pop it into your bedroom and use it to hold other things. But in the times that I brought these pieces, they're not that easy to find, especially this butterfly. And it's kind of a utilitarian canister is what it is. So the only condition issues that I can report is there's some mold roughness. This larger butterfly is actually the handle. So what you'll do is you put your fingers there on the wings so that you could lift the top off. A lot of times the lid is missing for these canisters, or they drop them and they, chip the butterfly. But the gorgeous butterfly there has awesome detail, very three-dimensional. I never knew this jar existed till I found the first one that I offered. And again, there's no issues to the scalloped part, maybe mold roughness. I just want you guys to know. So if you rub your hand over it, it's not sharp. They just didn't fully, sand where the little lip of the mold was. So very clean on the inside. One more time, I will show you. It's stamped on the bottom. Gorgeous milk glass. I believe these to be maybe late 70s. That would be my best guess on these age-wise. Thank you, Ginger. I see you at 27. We'll show you the shoe one more time. So again, it does. Oh, and I didn't show you. They always did detail that with the tassels in the front. So maybe you guys collect the Fenton shoes. This is going to sit well in that collection, and it is the little covered trinket jar, trinket dish, pin dish. Some folks call it a pin dish. Some call it a candy dish. It's too small for candy for me. And it is stamped Fenton there. We do have the Fenton label here on the inside. And then one more time, it is stamped Fenton there on the bottom.
That wouldn't hold very many butter bits.
No, not that very many at all. So Chris, thank you so much. You're back in at 28. This looks good in red, white, and blue. This looks good at Christmas time. That's the great thing about the milk glass, is that it can just stay out all year long and it continuously matches whatever the season is. So we're in at 28. We're looking for 29 or more. Let's go ahead and count these down. We are doing just in case if you're an active bidder. And this one we will call shoe. This one will be butterfly, okay? Shoe or butterfly. 29 or more, just in case is in play. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Choice on either butterfly or shoe. Top bidder can take both if they want, but you're just bidding on the right. And I always hate the way I hold that. You can't see. That is an epic butterfly on there.
I love
that jar. So good. So there's the bid end. Roxanne, your just in case did on both devices come in after the bid end. But Ginger, you get first choice with Chris's 28. You get first choice at 29. Let me know, Ginger, did you want the shoe or did you want the butterfly, which is we'll call it the canister. So you can just let me know if you want a butterfly or shoe, and you bid in one. So you have choice on both if you want them. All right. The butterfly is yours. So it's back to Chris. Chris, were you interested in the shoe? It's your bid of 28. And if you pass, it will go back to Roxanne. So we'll just wait to hear from Chris. Did you want the shoe at your bid of 28? The shoe, please. All right, Chris. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, ladies, for all the bids and congratulations. All right, Miss Amy.
All right, $9, Jason.
All right.
I have the cutest little plush bunny tonight, and he is very nice and clean. And he's nice and clean because I found him in this container. Now, I'm not 100% sure if this is like his original, what he came in, but he is nice and clean. So he's probably been in that little container for quite some time. It's just the tiniest little plush, cute bun. He does only measure 4.5 inches by 4. He does have little pink felt ears, glass eyes on him. He's got the tiny little embroidery stitched nose, itty bitty felt tongue, all like little original whiskers that are poking out there. And I believe to be his original little silk pink ribbon there, and the little nubbin tail on the back side. Super duper cute. I don't think I've found a bunny quite this small, but really nice and soft. The fur is super soft on this guy. I don't think it's mohair. I really don't think it's mohair. I think it's just plush, but really, really stinking cute. I love him. I think he's probably late 50s, early 60s. I don't think that he's into the 40s, although they did do glass eyes in the 40s. I'm just, same kind of time frame, I guess. Although I couldn't find one that looked like him. I couldn't find one that came in a container like this. So I'm really not sure information-wise. Usually some of the other bunnies that I have found, little small plush bunnies, will have like a little Japan tag sewn in somewhere. He doesn't have any little tag or anything anywhere. And I couldn't really find another one that looked like him. So again, bunnies aren't just for Easter. They're good any time of year. He's just a little guy. I love him. I did test his eyes. They don't glow or anything like that under UV. So there's no manganese in the glass eye. So it's a light pink with like a little red. You can kind of see the pink a little bit better on that side with the little red center there. And whoever wins this, if you want this, this is what I found him in. You can tell me if you want the container or not. It definitely will save on the shipping, like size wise. He definitely will fit in a smaller something if he doesn't have that. It's up to you if you want it though. Okay. Isabel's in at 16, so we're looking for 17 or more. I am going to count him down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But I just had a memory flashback. There were these little plush bunnies that I remember as a kid, where they had these little metal things on the bottom. If you held them in your hand, then they peeped.
Yes.
Remember those?
I remember them. The chicks, they had chicks and
Puffs
bunnies.
size. Yep, little chicks too. Yep. All right, there is the bunny bid end from Kim. Thank you so much. Debbie Gutierrez had a just in case of 25, but Isabel had a just in case of 30. So Isabel, Bunny is hopping your way for 26. Let me know if you want that container or not. Thank you so much.
All right, gang. My next item is starting at $18. This is a 1920s, probably maybe teens, 20s. It is one of those mottos, okay? This did not come from the estate that I was selling a bunch of mottos from. I have to tell you, this is probably one of the most unique ones that I've ever offered, okay? So it has a taxidermied butterfly, which I believe is from the period. So this is probably 100 years old, so it's antique. It has some silk. I think that's some spun silk behind there. Then we have dried flowers, okay? So it is a motto, and it is a friend's motto, okay? And I think this is one of the most true mottos that I have read and sold. So I will read it to you in a minute. But first of all, let me give you some dimensions on it. It is 8 by 6. The only condition issue is some of the paper is starting to pull away from the back. The best part is it still has its original little tab that will spin up and you can hang it from it. Usually they're missing. I'm happy that's there. It makes it easy to hang. These look gorgeous if you put them on an easel, okay? So if you guys are into antiques or you guys are into butterflies, I do believe that is a taxidermied or dried butterfly from probably 100 years ago, along with some silk. This is very Ariana. I'm sure Ariana's still not here, but to me, this would be something very Withering Cottage style. And then you have the gorgeous font of a friend. And it was hard for me. I think it was a souvenir. I'm seeing better on my camera here for you guys. It is a sign, so the poem would have been by an artist, but I couldn't make out. This is not one of the Buzza ones. It's another company, okay? But it is period correct, so I do believe it's originally framed, and I believe that's how they would have purchased it, and it was a souvenir from Pownal. I think it's Pownal. It's Pownal, Vermont. So this would have been a souvenir from Vermont, okay? Nice size for gallery walls, but it says a friend. A chum who sticks through thick and thin, and clasps your hand if you lose or win, who cares not whether you're down or up, but stands nearby with a cheering cup, who sings your praises whatever you do and helps and boosts and sticks like glue, who shares your joys as well as your woes, and does not give a whoop if it rains or snows, so long as it helps to serve your end in the day, chum to call a friend. And then it has roses down here on the bottom. So hello, Noelle. Stick around, Noelle. You are a fantastic find tonight. But again, for $18, I think that if you wanted to gift it to a friend or if you wanted to hang it in memory of a friend, I think that that is one of the most adorable, truthful, positive mottos that I've read on one of these. And some of the slang is just as apparent today as it was back then. So again, it is a taxidermied butterfly. I'm sure it was sourced properly. I mean, my God, we're already 100 years after the fact. It's too late to judge now. It has some dried flowers. And again, I believe that is spun silk behind. So Noelle, thank you for the bid of 18. Let's go ahead and do a countdown, 8 by 9. If you just popped in very good condition, maybe little wear to the frame. So 19 or more, just in case is in play. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's a monarch with the colors. I sold some butterflies. I think with that color, that classifies it as a monarch butterfly, but I could be wrong. So thank you, Gavin. I see you're just in case. I see Noelle's just in case. Again, this is probably the most unique one that I've ever had. And Tina found it. Tina, you found it. So
Good job, Tina.
Gavin, I saw your just in case. Thank you so much. But Noelle, with your just in case, it comes to you for 27. It's not a monarch, okay? Like I said, it wasn't a monarch. So I thought it was. All right.
Okay. $10 choice, Jason.
All right.
Okay. These are always very difficult to show because they always like to, it's hard unless you got your board balance. But I got some little miniature cuteness tonight in the form of meow meows and woof woofs. I've got, so this is a choice for the pair. All right, so you get the pair of the little Siamese cats or the pair of the black poodles. All right, so I'm going to set them down and show you one by one because they inevitably always fall over if I do that. Okay, so the first ones are the little, I can't tell if that's some schmutz on there. I'm not sure what's going on there. Okay, but little poods. All right, little snooty poodles. I don't find like black poodle things super often, but there's one that's, my camera really doesn't want to focus tonight. It just doesn't want to. But black poodle with like white legs and with a white little muzzle, gray little painted eyes. They have little red bows around their necks. Super cute. I was trying to look here. I think that's just some schmutz. I'm not sure. Maybe it's because usually they would have like a little bone China sticker there. I think that sticker residue that's right there. It doesn't feel like a chip to me. I will try and get that off of there. But no repairs or anything on either one. And then the other poodle is just kind of have the paw up in the air, like he just doesn't care. And there's the back side of that one. So no chips, no repairs on the poodles. And then the Siamese cat. So we've got Mama Cat, I think. Mama Cat with her little blue eyes. Again, no chips or anything on these guys. Miniatures were some of my favorite things to collect when I was a kid. I had a shadow box. I actually still have them all. I couldn't part with them. And then we've got the tiny little kitten. Oh my gosh, it's just the cutest little kitten with the paw up in the air. This guy, so the tiniest little kitten, I didn't measure. Usually the tiny ones are like around an inch. Helps if I have the ruler the right. Yes, he measures exactly at an inch. Mama Cat is 2¼ inches tall. And then sitting poodle is a little under 2. And laying poodle probably is around 2 inches as well. Okay, so those are your choices. Either the pair of the little black poodles. Both of these are bone china, as far as I am aware. I don't know. These guys look like they might be Hagen-Renaker, although I'm not 100% positive on those. I don't think that the poodles are. And there is the cat. All right, so those are your choices. Love It All is in at 10. So we're looking for 11 or more. Okay, there we go. We got them all. We're going to count them down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
Gosh, Kim, it's one way or the other in my history with Siamese cats. They're either the most adorable, loving, or they don't want anything to do with you.
Yeah.
But they can change like that overnight. Like Boom. Complete attitude change. They're smart.
All right, there is a bid end from Kim. Thank you so much. So Dana was at 11, but Love It All got a 12 in there right before Kim's bid end. So Love It All, let me know if you want cats or dogs. You can certainly take both pair if you want. Dana is going to have second choice, and I can just watch the chat. Thank you so much.
All right, gang. My next item is $14. They Love It All wants the kitties, Amy.
She wants the kitties. You got
That's
it.
the kitty cats. So $14. So then, Dana, if you were interested in Snooty Pooties at $11, just let Amy know. But you could have them for $11. So she is a cute little, I think she's a little linen deodorizer, okay? I believe that she is from the 50s or the 1960s. She's a little figurine. She has the little holes right there, and she would have been filled with like a scented cotton, okay? So you could have put her in with your unmentionables or had her on your vanity, and I can't imagine a lot of these lasted. I'm sure folks bought them, used them, and disposed of them. But she still has a mild scent to her, and it's a nice, pleasant scent. You can see she has part of her original sealed sticker on the bottom, so she does have a scent. And I made out on the bottom, it says that it's a Herberry Gal. That's what it says on there, Herberry Gal. Okay, I tried again to research this. I could not find any examples, but she's a cute little figurine. She has the millinery flowers in her hand. She has crinoline, and then she has part of a pink dress. So she is just this super cute little figurine, and she does still have a little bit of scent to her, and that's what those holes are for, to release the scent into wherever, maybe put her on your little vanity. I'm sure she smelled a lot more. Now, the cotton in there, if you wanted to, you probably still could dab some perfume on that, still use her. That's probably how you could have freshened her up if you wanted to. But nonetheless, she's going to look great with your cute little figurines, okay? She's a cute little blonde ponytail girl. So if you're into the little ponytail girls, she has some gold details here. There are no chips, no cracks, just $14 for this adorable Herberry Gal. She's 4 inches tall by 2.5 inches wide, but she's just super fun. She's kind of the same kind of sculpt of those figurines that are walking the poodles and things like that. And I thought she might be a great addition. Maybe the one girl walking the poodle wants a little sister, so she could have a little sister. So I do love when they paint the mouth almost heart-shaped. Let's move her flowers away from her face so you can see her a little bit better. But she wouldn't have had an umbrella. Those are original millinery flowers that they put in her hand, as part of her decor. You can see she has gorgeous crinoline. And the reason why it's so translucent is because they wanted the scent to be able to come through that. So you could probably relax her dress a little bit if you want to. Maybe she is a little bit of a hot mess. But you can see she does have a midsection here that is in a gorgeous pink. So I think she's just a fun figurine. She's definitely one of a kind.
You could take the cotton out, take the cotton out the bottom and soak some cotton balls in essential oils.
Absolutely.
Oil diffuser.
Absolutely. And she is just a little deodorizer from the mid-century. And I think she's really cute, and I think she's fun. Again, she measures 4 inches tall by about 2 inches wide, and she's going to go with your other figurines. And I think she's just cute. So again, no recap tonight. We'll do a countdown of interest. She's just $14. She's about the size of some Joseph figurines too. So we'll offer her at a countdown if you're interested. If not, we'll just take her away. She's $14, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Again, she is ceramic. She is probably made in Japan. Now you can see those colors just a little bit better. She is just so doggone cute. And again, if you collect makeup things, she could go well with that, the different scents. Thank you, William, for your 14. I appreciate you so much, friends. Smalls is in at 15. Again, I've never had one before, and I have to imagine once they didn't work anymore, they got rid of them. So congratulations, Smalls. It's yours for $15. Thank you so much. All right, Miss Amy.
All right, $12 for the lot.
Okay.
So you're going to get all of these. This is not choice. Okay. I've got some vintage greeting cards tonight in the form of pixie cuteness. And you can see that they do have applied glitter to the flowers and the wings. of the pixie. And these are all birthday cards, okay? And they're all unused. So you're going to get all of them together. Very, very cute. So this one says birthday wishes on the front. And all the little pixies are kind of climbing up the rows there. And then you open it up on the inside. And there is the same image on the inside, from me to you, for happiness in all you do. And really nice greeting cards. You could totally use these if you wanted to, of course. I would probably scan these and, you know, you could scrapbook with them or craft with them, do whatever you want. This one says wishing you more and more and more. And I wish that my camera would focus more and more and more so you could see the cuteness. There. Can we focus on the bunny? Anyway, we've got mushrooms, flowers, little pixie with the mail bag. He's bringing the happy mail, riding on the bunny. And this has got the glitter all over the kind of the grass and the stems of the flowers, and the same image on the inside of all the nice things you're wishing for. Many happy returns. There. Now it's focused so you can see. Oh my gosh, so cute. And then the last one, so these are all birthday cards. Thinking of you on your birthday. So we've got butterflies, and the pixie is given a little nose kiss to the lamb there at the bottom. So the lamb is glittery, the wings of the pixie, and all of the flowers and butterflies on that one. And there's the inside, and of all days, wishing you happiness always and always. So those are the three coming together. You guys know I like pixies and greeting cards, so it's the best of both worlds. Love them so much. Oh, did I measure these? They measure 6 1/4 by 4 1/2. So that's the size. They're, you know, pretty standard. Okay. I don't have envelopes for these, unfortunately. All right. I see Lisa Day's in at 13. Isabel just popped in there with 14. So they're not Easter cards. They're birthday cards, William. Okay. So we're going to count these down. This is for the whole lot of cards, and we're looking for 15 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Oh, gotcha. Okay, William.
They still would look great in an Easter display if you ask me.
I mean, they would, yes. Yeah.
So good.
So William's talking smack with smalls, not to me. Okay, got it.
Yes.
All right, there's the bid end from Kim. Thank you so much. All right, so Lisa Day had a just in case of 21, but Isabel did put in a just in case of 30. So Isabel, congratulations. These are yours for 22. Thank you so much.
All right, guys. Me and Amie didn't try this, but I do have a furry ceramic as well, and mine is $12, and mine actually goes with Amie's, I think. If you guys are into the furry kitty cats or the skunks, you need a little fur-covered poodle. And this one kind of mimics the chained families, but this one is not. This is a single little figurine. So my lights are so doggone hot, I can't turn it down. Sometimes since we put those new lights in here,
I know, it's like those warming lamps that they have at the restaurants. You start to feel like a cheeseburger.
Yeah, I know. And this one's in really, really good condition. The fur's really floofy, just like Amie's skunk. I mean, this one, what was it? Was who was Mike Tyson's manager? Don King. This little poodle definitely has a little Don King action going on. And look at that face. Again, with this kitsch, you cannot have a bad day. Now, I'm looking close. No, that's glazed over. So they didn't paint the tip of that nose. That's glazed over. So that's the way it came from the factory. So little Poodle Snoota is smiling, $12. It has its little lace bow there, or little, it's like a little metallic-y lace bow that's glued to it, and just the gorgeous fur. And then it has its feeties on here. Now there's a little rough spots there, but it does stand on its own, and it's just a super cute little kitschy poodle. So little mohawk action going, but cute nonetheless. It's a tiny one, 4 inches tall by 3 inches wide. So definitely a made in Japan piece. Let me hold my black behind it so we can get a little more detail on him. The face on this is really highly detailed for it being one of those like 5 and dime little poodles, But again, if you feel that nose, it's glazed over. So that's how they wanted it. So Cute little pink bow on there. The fur is in really good condition. The fur is not all disintegrated. You know, sometimes if you blow on these, you can tell it's all fallen off. But this is the definition of kitsch right here. This was the 50s and 60s at its best that they used that fur. And there is a ceramic tail under here. So there is a little tail on the poodle, but just super cute. I love these. We used to have a large collection of these. We did downsize a little bit. And if we still had that huge collection, this one would be a keeper because I have never found the sculpt like this. That was just a little figurine. Like they do have one that has the same kind of face. It's a mama poodle. You know, it is the chain trio. This one would go well with that, but this one was a single figurine. So there's nothing, you know, missing. So Smalls, thank you so much. I see you at 12. We're looking for 13 or more. Again, poodle measures 4 inches tall by 3 inches wide. It's a nice size. I do like the fact that the two front legs are molded together. It does give it some more stability for it to stand. And the fur is just crazy and fantastic. So let's count down. We're looking for 13 or more. If anybody's interested, please pop a bid in. We're going to keep it moving and count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Stick around, guys. We will talk about upcoming sales after we're done with our sale. Then we'll get into your fantastic finds. And tonight's fantastic find is from the one, the only Noelle. And let me tell you, it's pretty epic. It's pretty epic, guys.
They're always epic, so I can't wait to see.
This one will definitely get your creative juices flowing. So thank you so much, Smalls. So Poodle is coming to you. All right, Miss Amy.
All right, $12 also.
Okay.
All right. I also have a pup for my next round. So we have this round and then one more round, you guys. Okay.
Yes.
And this is a diamond pottery pup. Dates to the 40s. Based on Ruth Rempel's squeak toy design. So they did the squeak toys first and then the diamond pottery. Used the squeak toys to mold ceramic versions that look just like the squeak toys. I usually like to bring like the squeak toy and the pottery at the same time, but sadly I don't have any Rempels. Don't have any Rempels right now. But this guy is in really nice condition. This is Perky the pup. I love that they sculpted it with just one little paw up there in the air. The paint's really good on it. Everything is glazed on here, so you don't have to worry about it. There's no chips. Not really any notable issues to him. He's in really, really nice condition. There's a whole bunch of these. Dogs, cats, cow, horse, rabbit, elephant, giraffe. Trying to think of all the animals. There's a lot of them. I will say that. There's a whole bunch of them. But I love how simply painted they are. But they did take the time to sculpt the little fur texture in there on the ears. Super cute. Measurement for him, he is 4.5 by 4.5. He's a square guy. Yes. Dana, I see you in at 12. Thank you so much. I love Perky the pup, I think. And Custard the cat are my favorite too out of the bunch. All right. Well, there's a donkey. Bulky the donkey. I know I'm forgetting some. There's a lot of them. All right. We're going to count pup down so we can get to our last round. All right. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
What's the cow's name, Amy?
Milky
the
cow.
Well, they were real original when they named that. A lot of thought went into that one. Ooh.
All right. There's the puppy bid end from Kim. Thank you so much. Dana was at 14, but Deborah did put in a just in case of 15. Dana, your 16 did come in after the bid end. So Deborah is going to take it for 15. Congratulations, Deborah. Thank you so much.
All right, gang. I have a choice on greeting cards, and they're going to start at $5 choice. Okay, I think they're sort of unique. They are used, but they are fun. Okay, these came in that same lot of the other cards I had offered not so long ago. The ones that were the children of the nations. These were left over. So this one is made by. It's just called Greetings. I think it's Greetings Incorporated right here. I'd never had one of these cards or saw that signature before. So is that Greetings Inc., I think that says. But nonetheless, it is this cute little hula girl. You're supposed to detach the birthday part. Truth be told, it is a little loose. And then you're supposed to use her as a like paper doll almost, okay? So she is the little Hawaii little hula girl. She's really, really cute. $5. She would look great with the hula girl I offered. Again, if you wanted to decorate with her in the summer, I think she would be great. So Lisa is in at 5. Isabel, I see on my phone at 6. There we go. And they are two-sided. So there is no damage. Actually, this one, you could erase the signature because it is in pencil. So, but it is a little birthday card. And this one measures 6 by 5. So 6 by 5. And again, I think the coloring on her is vibrant. Just such a good job. She's really reminiscent of a Norcross card, I think, almost. That kind of feel. Like it's really detailed really, really well. All the way down to the feet, and they did a great job with that grass skirt. So that'll be your first choice. Then I have from the, this is a Forget-Me-Not doll, and I forget what company this one is. Did I write it down? No, I didn't. This is the Little Miss Muffet. Does it say on here? This one is the American Greetings, and this one is from 1949. So this is the Little Miss Muffet. My gosh, I think they did such a great job. Look at that face.
I love when they give the spiders the top hat.
I do too. Very dapper. She spilled her curds and whey. She got very excited because the spider tipped his hat to her. She is two-sided. And then again, these are used. So this is, signed to somebody. And then on the inside, you get the little story of Little Miss Muffet. And then you have more of a little drawing of her with a little crude little spider coming down. Now this was supposed to be detached as well. So the preparation on this is a little taut, not really coming off. The birthday, if you gave that a little bit of a tug, I'm sure the birthday would come off. But other than that, they're structurally sound and they're in very good condition with no smells or stains. And they did not come out of they didn't come out of a scrapbook. So we're in at 6. We're looking for 7. Let's do ourselves a countdown. And it is on choice. And we are doing just in case. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And it'll be Miss Muffet or Hula Girl. You can pick. Top bidder can take both. Again, I think they're really neat. Lisa, I see you're 8. Thank you so much. So we are looking for 9 or more. I see Isabel's just in case. I see Lisa's bid right before that bid end. So Lisa got in there with a 10, but Isabel had a just in case of 12. So Isabel, you get first choice. Did you want Miss Muffet or did you want Hula? Hula or Miss or Spider or Storybook or Hawaii? I think I can figure it out. You can take both. They're both yours. Thank you so much, Isabel. And Lisa, thank you for your bids as well. All right, Miss Amie.
All right, $8. Last round, you guys. And then we will get to see Noelle's fantastic finds. Okay. I have a book tonight. It is a little worn, okay? But it's super cool, and I've never seen another one of these. This is the Toyland Panorama book. It is a Saffield Publishing, and it's from 1957. Okay, the cover on it is fantastic with the little pixies, super cute. And even the back side, the back cover of it, look at this with the little dog food and the bone. I thought like even this side, if you displayed it with a little doggy figurine, like they're giving the dog a bone. So cute. Anyway, it doesn't have a story in here. Okay, it's a fold out book. Okay, it does have wear on the binding. Okay, there's some wear to it, but it's super cool. All right, so you open it up and you see some pull toys. Okay, so this is what folds out, and I'm not going to be able to fit it all on screen. I already know this, but it folds out, into different pictures as you go along. And it's double-sided.
My God, this is fantastic.
It's very hard to show.
I
thought it was so cool because I've never seen a book like this. And it keeps going.
Oh my
I think it's got one more fold out. Hang on. I need another hand.
Like you could use this as the border in your background.
You totally could use this as a backdrop. But look at all those fun toys that come out there and pop out. I did not measure it fully extended, and I'm getting caught in my curtain.
God, it's fantastic.
But it's so cute with all the little toys. I love the little gingham dog, the little dollies, rocking horse, stacked blocks, Jack in the Box, teddy bear, and the little pull toy duck. And then it all folds back together. And it is double-sided. So all of those same images are on the back side as well. I mean, I thought display-wise, like you could do a lot with that. I think outstretched underneath a Christmas tree for like a backdrop with other like toys and things would be so cute, especially with the pixies on it. So all together like this, it measures 8 by 10. But you can see it's that thick kind of board book. Okay. It has some wear. It has some love, but man, it's pretty awesome. All right. I see Anne is in at 11. Thank you so much. So we're looking for 12 or more, and we're going to count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And they're holding the book here on the front, if you can see it all outstretched. So fun.
I want one of these in Christmas.
I'm dying to know if there's a Christmas one like this. I've not seen it because I've never seen this book before either. So God, I'm sure
there has to be.
I'll keep my eyes peeled. Okay. All right. There's the bid end from Kim. Thank you so much. Lisa had a 14 bid, but Anne did put in a just in case. So Anne, congratulations. This is yours for 15. Thank you so much.
All right, gang. My last round is going to start at $8, just like Amy. I have a vintage candy tin, and it sticks with my butterfly theme for the evening. So it is starting at $8. There is a little bit of wear to it, but it's in overall great condition. I love these flat. Now, you can see the paint wear there, okay? That's why it's starting at just $8. But overall, it still displays really, really well, okay? I love these flat tins because they rest nice in the back of your display. Has all these gorgeous butterflies, all these great pastel colors and flowers. Great for your spring decor, great for your summer decor, and it is loft candies, okay? So look at those gorgeous butterflies. Actually, with some of these tins, I think they look better when they have a little bit of wear. That way you know they're legit and they're really, you know, older tins. But you have all these fun little butterflies, like you have this butterfly in blue here. You have one in pink and purple. You have the multicolored one here, which is not a monarch. And then you have all these other great bouquets of flowers, okay? The tin comes in at 10 inches in diameter, all right? It is in very good condition. That's not bad for a vintage tin. I believe that this is probably 1950s. You can see there's no major dents to it, maybe a little ding here or there. But the back color, thank you, Debbie. The back color is a butter yellow, okay? So let me get in here. You guys can see it says Loft Candies on there in the ribbon.
That would make a great like sewing.
You're exactly right.
I agree. Yeah.
We do have some wear going on here. I don't know if maybe there was some rust and somebody thought they were going to try to clean it off, but then the other part still has a lot of its yellow that's remaining, okay? Even if you just took the front and took that off, and yes, you're exactly right. Circle 7, great for ribbons and bows. Even if you didn't want to keep the back, but you wanted to use that, you could hang that on the wall if you wanted to.
You could even put magnets on it and just, you know, use it as a display board.
See, I love these tins, and I'm sure, William, maybe you can attest. They're great to house greeting cards in. If you guys collect greeting cards, these tin boxes are fun because if you were going to use this at Easter time, maybe per se, you could put all your Easter cards in there. Even if you had the birthday cards from Amie, they would look great mixed in with this. So But again, this would be your backdrop, and it is 10 inches in diameter. 10 inches in diameter. Both my grandmother and my sons. I'm telling you, a lot of times when you guys, there was a funny reel that came out. You know those butter cookies, those harder cookies that are from England that we all have, like one shaped like a.
Yeah.
There was a reel of a fella that went in and he bought it at the grocery store, came home, opened it up, and it was filled with threads and buttons. Because everybody kept those tins and did that. My grandma did it too. So, but I'm happy they did, because that's how I find my old taffy boxes, because people would go down the shore, get their candy, their taffy, and then they filled it with those, whatnots, and then it was still there. So, all right, let's count it down. Enough talk. Debbie, thank you so much. We're looking for 9. If anyone else is interested, put in a bid, because we're going to count her down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I used to collect candy tins. They're fun to stack, and then even if you see the outside of it, because the one sits on top, they're fun to stack in the corner. I used to stack my candy tins. And then you would just see like maybe this much of it, and then you put one a little smaller, so on and so forth. So there's the bid end. Miss Debbie Gutierrez. It's yours for $8. Congratulations, and thank you so very much. All righty, we did it. Let me write you down, Miss Debbie. I got you. If you guys are new to us and we don't have your information, I think we do have everybody, but just for the sake of saying it, please make sure you email us all your information. If you want to go over, Amie, your upcoming schedule, go ahead, and then I'll go over mine, and we'll get into some fantastic finds.
All right, so anybody that purchased from me tonight, reminder, I do have a sale on my channel tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern. It will be Christmas in July with the lovely Barb of Winking Owl Antiques. So if you guys come over and you purchase anything tomorrow, I'm happy to combine ship with you. I will be doing all invoicing and packing on Friday this week, so you definitely will see an email from me when your invoices go out on Friday. And then after that, I'll be back next Wednesday. Jason and I are having our Christmas in July, Kitschmas in July, extravaganza next Wednesday for fantastic finds. And then next Friday on my channel at 4 p.m. Eastern, I know that's an odd time, 4 p.m. Eastern, Miss C Thrifter Junker Vintage Hunter is joining me for some more Kitschmas. And then next Sunday, so next Sunday is the 28th, not this coming Sunday, the following Sunday. Jason and I will be having fantastic finds a Sunday night, because we're not having fantastic finds on the 31st. Yes. I will be gone road tripping on the 127, and Jason is also going to be taking the day off that day. Okay, yeah. So that's what's coming up.
Yeah, and that week as well, seeing that I'm going to be on Sunday with Amie, that Monday, the 29th, there will be no Mother Tucker's Monday. So I will not be selling that Monday either. So I was going to have a Christmas sale. I wanted to do one big week of Christmas. So I want to do a Christmas sale on my channel by myself for Mother Tucker's Monday. And then, of course, Fantastic Finds this Wednesday with Amie. So the items that you see behind me will be available this week. Okay. Real talk with Jason. And I'm old school. I don't mix personal with business. Our cat Rosie, who's like my daughter, we found a lump in her stomach region. Wasn't going to do this. Wasn't going to do it. She has to be operated on Monday, which means I'm going to move my sale to Sunday. I wasn't going to do this. I don't want to do this publicly. So all my Christmas will be available this Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern here on my channel, because I still have to have the sale. Sorry, Amie. I wasn't going to do this.
You're just going to make me cry, too.
Sorry. Tina says I'm a sloppy crier, so we're not going to do this publicly. So.
It'll be okay, Jason. It'll be okay. Fur babies are so special. We understand.
I hope you guys can join me Sunday night for my sale at 8 p.m. instead of Monday, because she'll be operated on this Monday. And hopefully, I didn't want to do this publicly, but I want you guys to know why I'm moving my sale. Because full transparency, I had myself geared up to do Monday at 8 p.m. But since they got her in because there was a cancellation, we can't wait any longer because it's in her breast region. And it could be kind of like a nodule that we could find in an adult breast region. So they have to remove it, and then they will send it out to see if it's cancerous or not. So with that said, I'm going to be doing my Christmas sale this Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. So hopefully you guys can join me. I held some really awesome Christmas from the past couple weeks. So I could have a really Kitschmas sale with Amie, because I look forward to selling Christmas with Amie every year. We've been doing it for a long time. And I really wanted to have a kickoff to end Christmas in July, the Monday before we sold together. So because I do this full time, I have to still sell. So I will be on this Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern with all of my Christmas. So anything you see behind me will be available Sunday at 8 p.m. And then Monday I will be off because they will have her all day and they will do the procedure, and I'll probably be in no situation to be here live because I'm already a sloppy mess now, which is nothing I wanted to do right now. So thoughts and prayers.
We'll all be thinking about you guys on Monday.
Thank you very much. And it kind of came out of nowhere. We felt the lump 2 months ago. We thought maybe it was just like, a fleshy nub. It started to get a little bit bigger. So we took her in, and the vet was a little concerned. So thank you all for your thoughts and prayers. Again, I don't want ever to come on live and air myself and be a soap opera. I try to keep it business. We're here for the vintage. It's supposed to be a fun place. It's all supposed to be happy thoughts. But I felt that I owed the vintage community an explanation. And then for the next couple Sundays, myself and Amie will be on. So now it's time for Noelle's Fantastic Finds. So guys, let's have some fun. Let's look at some good vintage. And Noelle is very, very creative. Before we get into Noelle, we do need some of your fantastic finds. So please, if you have anything that you deem a fantastic find, anything that you inherit, maybe something you dig out of the attic, maybe something you find at the thrift store, heck, maybe something you bought from us, please email photos to sharemyfindslive@gmail.com. And please tell us your name if it's different from your YouTube name. And please make sure you tell us what we're looking at. That way we have a jumping off point. So thank you guys so much. And we do have some in the queue. Tina told me tonight.
Are we sharing our fantastic finds for Christmas next week?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep.
Like last year.
Absolutely.
I can. I just want to know.
Absolutely. We can definitely do that. And even if you have some of your mom's or yours, whatever, we can. And okay. I could go upstairs and take pictures of my Christmas display because it's still out. So, but yes, Tina told me before we went live, we do have some 4th of July things that are going to come up, and we do still have some Christmas in the queue. So now, when I met Noelle in person, I believe the photos you're going to see, Noelle got the ideas from Ariana, okay? Because Ariana kind of showed this as an idea. So Noelle, if Noelle's still here, correct me if I'm wrong, but
Noelle's in the chat. Yep.
This is epic. So this is Noelle's brooch display of enamel brooches. You're seeing the way Noelle displays it, and in the next few photos, we're going to break it down so you can actually see the beginning to get to this gorgeous end result. So this is the photo of the way they appear in Noelle's display. This next photograph is going to show you the beginnings. So we have a picture frame, and this picture frame actually came from Gen Eds, which is a great reseller here on YouTube. So if you are not following her, please do so. He also they also purchased the nest here. So Noelle purchased the nest here, and Gen Eds has a sale with Roy on Thursday. So make sure you're following both of them. And then Noelle went ahead and made these gorgeous displays here. So here is the way Noelle took the brooches. Here's some more brooches. And I think these are the same ones that's just displayed a little bit differently. So
I like would never think to do that with either one of those things. Like
I am in awe because Tina collects enamel pins, and let me tell you, it's hard to come up with ways to display them. And I think we're going to take a cue from Noelle here. Tina actually found a piece because Noelle and Tina were talking, and Tina's going to display some of her brooches similar to here the way Noelle did it. So
very cool. I love it.
Hats off. And just those pins alone, even if they weren't displayed the way Noelle did it, are epic. So
well, if you can think of the possibilities with that, like the wire frame one, you could switch it out, you know, depending on, like, you could do all Christmas brooches for one, you know, you could do all hearts, you could do all white rhinestones, whatever. Change it out. I think that's a great idea.
Agreed.
Show off your jewelry.
I think it's an epic display. And Noelle, thank you so much for sharing that with us. Noelle, you did such a great job. So
you always get the wheels turning.
You do. You do. Kim, thank you so much for being our official mod and bid ender, stepping in there. Karen G, positive thoughts and prayers. Guys, if you guys are not aware, Karen is suffering from complications from kidney stones. They're very severe. So please, guys, if you're the praying kind, please say some extra prayers for Karen G. If not, just send her some well wishes. I'm sure if you guys are friends with her on Instagram, she'd love a DM from you. She is in the process of getting them taken care of. So, but she feels that she will be good enough here in some of our upcoming sales. She will be back being our mod and bid ender until it gets severe again, and then she has to get these taken care of. So, again, guys, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be so, it's life. But again, I will be here Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern with my Christmas sale. But tomorrow night, you want to make sure you're over on Amie's channel because, Amie, you got to tell the folks just one more time because I can't even believe who your co-host is. I am so excited.
It's Barb. It's going on my channel to do Christmas. And she has a Christmas mystery box for tomorrow night.
Ooh, all right.
So it's going to be good. I mean, I know how much stuff she sold at Misty's pop-up, so I was surprised at how much more Christmas she came up with for the sale tomorrow. But it's some good stuff. If you guys are not following Barb, it's Winking Owl Antiques. She's over on Instagram. She has posted a preview of everything that's coming tomorrow night, along with mine. Mine's up there too. So yeah. And it's gonna be epic.
I'm sure you guys are familiar with Barb. If you haven't gone over to Jeffrey's channel when he filmed her Christmas display of her rush tin Santas, do yourself a favor. If you have any extra time between now and tomorrow's sale that Amie's having, go over and check out that video because I'm telling you, oh my God, Barb! Oh my God,
Barb's got good taste in Christmas. I can say that with confidence. She really does. Yeah.
Yes. So I will be there tomorrow night. So if you don't have the notification bell on for Amie's channel, please do so. Follow her there and make sure you follow her on Instagram. And I'll see you all tomorrow night over for that Christmas sale. I got my eye on a few things. So yeah, it's going to be a good time. So we'll see you guys tomorrow night over on Amie's channel at 8 p.m. Eastern for Christmas. And then come on back and hang out with me this Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And I'll have previews up of what I'm bringing in the next day or so. So till then, guys, have a great one. Thank you guys so much for your continued support and helping us grow our small business. We take this really serious. This is our full-time job. So thank you guys so much. And until tomorrow night, have a good one, guys. Thank you so much.
Good night, you guys. Thank you so much.